Friday night football forecast. Temperatures across the tri-state region have climbed up to 69 degrees in McCook to 70 in Hill City, and all of our locations where games are being played this evening, Oberlin, Hoxie, Colby, Goodland, and Oakley, will see temperatures starting out right around that 66, 65 degrees. Winds are very light. We got full sunshine, so we don't see any problems as far as the winds go. And by the end of the games, our temperatures will be dropping down to around 50 degrees. So be a little bit chilly, but probably perfect weather for football with 60-degree temperatures, no wind, and clear skies. Tonight's low temperatures will drop to around 39 for overnight lows. We'll have a chilly start tomorrow, but warm up in the afternoon into the upper 60s. Those winds will turn to the south, maybe a bit breezy at times, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Warmer to 73 on Sunday with an overnight low of 45. And our extended forecast for next week calls for the warmer and drier weather to continue.
Colby coach Chris Gardner will sit down with Chad Jones and discuss tonight's game when the Strut Insurance Services pregame show continues. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Local farmers and businesses are the backbone of our community. They provide jobs for local people and supply our community with important goods and services. Here at Farmers and Merchants Bank, we invest heavily in our community for the future of the community. Last year alone, our bank participated and sponsored over 100 events representing over 50 groups and service organizations. If you ever wondered where your deposits go, just look around. Our name says it all. Farmers and Merchants, together making a difference. We'd like to encourage you to shop and bank locally. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Football season is here, and it's time to get that game day meal ready. Well, Pizza Hut of Colby has always had great pizza and service that allow you to have a tasty meal that's convenient. They have the lunchtime buffet in their renovated restaurant, and they still have carry-out and delivery services for those of you who want to eat at home. Colby Pizza Hut is now a Wing Street location as well. With 3 different types of wings and 8 sauces, you can find the perfect combo for watching football. You can get that perfect game day meal with pizza or wings from Pizza Hut and Wing Street in Colby.
It's time someone stood up for breakfast. The meal that sets the tone for your entire day. Hey, a soy latte isn't breakfast. Toasted pastry from a vending machine aren't either. Fluffy scrambled eggs, sizzling sausage, bacon. This is breakfast. And this is what's in Taco John's breakfast burritos, along with nacho cheese and golden potato olays, wrapped up like scrambled sunshine. They're the best breakfast burritos in town. Only at Taco John's.
Taco John's! For one-stop shopping in Colby, Kansas, don't forget about Colby's Walmart. Walmart in Colby has a great selection of grocery items in the store. From meat to macaroni, they've got it in the grocery department at Walmart. And, of course, all the latest movies on DVD or Blu-ray, as well as your favorite PlayStation or Wii games. Walmart in Colby also has clothes, dog food, and, of course, a pharmacy there to serve you as well. Walmart of Colby, proud to be part of the community and proud to support local high school student-athletes. For all your one-stop shopping, it's Walmart in Colby.
You're listening to the Strut Insurance Services pregame show and the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. With Coach Chris Gardner, here's Chad Jones.
Welcome back to the Strut Insurance Services pregame show. The Eagles on radio and 100.3 The Ride, joined by the head coach of the Colby Eagles, Chris Gardner, as we get set for first district game of the season. Let's talk a bit about the season up to this point, because kind of the preseason.
Right,
yeah. The way the Kansas system works. Not the one win in the season, but a lot of positives have happened from the beginning to the end, and I think this team is ready for the postseason. I watched them. They've been a fun group of kids.
Yeah, I agree with you. You're right. I can't like the preseason. I think, during these first 6 games, we've done some nice things. We've done a lot of good things, and maybe the place that hasn't shown up is on the scoreboard. Which you go back to all the way to week 1 with Oakley, kind of the snake bit on that game and that kind of stuff, all the way to the last week with Norton. Played real hard, played well enough to win, just didn't get the points on the scoreboard. So I think this team is really ready for districts and has played well at times, and obviously had some things we've had to improve throughout the weeks. But I think we're heading to a point in time now where we're playing good football.
Well, and the schedule brutal. We talked about 4 or 5 ranked teams around here.
Right.
26-10, the combined record of opponents on the year. It's tough to get through that in the year, but it is also beneficial in getting you to the postseason? Because the teams in your district this year, you face teams better than them week in and week out.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not taking any away from those district teams, but you're right. You know, you look at we play Ulysses, Scott City, Holcomb, and Norton, and you know, there's 2 losses, 3 losses there, and 2 of them, you know, Ulysses got 2 losses, and Scott City and Holcomb. Holcomb has 1 loss, Scott City, you know, and Scott City's undefeated, Norton's undefeated. So, you know, you look at those things, and it does prepare you for things like this. It understands these kids have seen some things that nothing's going to surprise them, and they've played against some athletes that are really, you know, really good athletes, and so Concordia is going to bring some good athletes, but it's not going to be new to them. The speed of the game is not going to be new to them. It's going to be right in their wheelhouse and ready to go.
When you look at your team at this point, headed into district, what are the things that you're most pleased about, and what are the things that you're going to have to do better to get out of the district?
Well, I think what I'm most pleased about is just the effort from these kids week in and week out with the schedule we've had. I think every game we come in refreshed and ready to go and prepared. You know, the thing we got to get out of this district is to play our best football these 3 weeks. You know, that's the thing. You know, our injuries were starting to heal up, and so that's good coming into the districts. But now we've got to be playing our best football. You know, some of the mental mistakes we had early in the year, we can't have them these 3 weeks. You know, some of the things where maybe we didn't start fast enough, we can't start slow these 3 weeks, you know. And so those are some of the things that I feel like we're prepared for to do that. But to get out of your districts and to get in the playoffs, you've got to play almost your best football these next 3 weeks.
You talked about getting off to a quick start. That's one of the things with Concordia, getting off to a quick start, because they are very good in the first and third quarter. They get a combined 6 points in those quarters on the season, and those are the 2 highest scoring quarters on the year. So the start's going to be huge for your kids.
It is. That's exactly right. And, you know, you look back to last week with Norton, you know, we had a slow start and it cost us. You know, we played better as the game went on, but we gave up those 2 first downs or those 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, and then we were kind of hammering our way back in. Where if we start quick there, maybe, you know, when it comes down to it, when we scored, maybe that's the first score of the ball game when we get up or something like that. So, yeah, first, a quick start is going to be really key for this, and you know, hold on to the ball is going to be key in district play. You know, that's a lot of things that when you get into districts, you know, turnovers and things that you don't hurt yourself are big when you get in these 3 weeks.
Yeah, and you look at Concordia, I think they're plus 16 on the getaway takeaway on the season.
Right, yeah. They don't, you know, they're a Tim Lambert team. They're going to run the ball, and they're going to do things like that, and they're going to, you know, they don't put the ball up very much, and they don't fumble the ball. And so you've got to get them off the field. You've got to earn that right to get them off the field. And so we've got to make sure we do that. We've got to make sure to do the same thing, you know. Don't have anything to beat ourselves, and make them earn whatever that they got to earn their way to get us off the field.
I think some of the strengths are similar with these 2 teams looking at it. I mean, they have 5 seniors on that offensive line. You get back this year, that's been their big strength offensively and defensively. And obviously good on with a couple of good skilled position players. Kind of similar in those aspects.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, we're kind of a real similar team. We both want to run the ball. We both want to gain, you know, 4 or 5 yards at a time and do it that way. And I joked with Coach Lambert, you know, the game, the way we both like to run the ball, the game might be shorter than you drive out here, you know, if the clock keeps running. So, but, you know, it's just one of those things where you have to understand it's going to be strength against strength, and we've got to be in a position where we're at home and we can get after it just a little bit harder.
Colby's overall record with Concordia is not good.
No.
Over the years, I think it's 1-10 or something like that.
Right.
But that aside, you look at last year's game. You guys had 4 turnovers from them. Had the lead at halftime, played a good football game, and just had a couple of turnovers late, and they were able to capitalize in the third quarter.
Right, and that's the thing. And I think that's where we've grown this year. Is you know, I think we counted last year. You know, we were so young, and even in district time, you're young, and you know, we've grown from that this year. You know, it was like last week we're going down 14, but we just kept pounding, and got into a position where we could have, you know, really taken control of that game and didn't let those early touchdowns get to us and let them get loose and things like that. And so, yeah, I think that's where we've grown as a team that way, and we have to understand that we've got to make sure that we keep doing that.
This district kind of wide open, really. I mean, Concordia has a 4-2 record, best record going into it, but I think it's kind of up for grabs, and it's going to be extremely important to get this first win, especially over Concordia.
I do too. I think you're right. I think the district is what it is. It's I think it's all wide open. I think if you look at all the teams in this district, we're all kind of sitting about the same boat with the amount of seniors we have, with the amount of players we have out, that kind of stuff. And yeah, they've got a decent record, and and Goodland has a pretty decent record, and Clay's played some good people, and so it's going to come down to, you want to get that first district win. You want to come out of the first district 1-0, because then that just sets so much up for that week 2, and with that. But also, as wide open as this district is if you don't get that first week done, you understand you got to buckle down, play 2 weeks real, and you still have a shot. So, but it's so much better. I've always found out, when we were district champs, we won the first 2, and then the year before we lost a close one to Concordia and came back and won the last 2, and then a couple years later we didn't qualify, we won the first one. There's a little bit better sense in your team after you win that first one. There's a little more excitement, a little more upbeat, and so you definitely want to try and come out and do that.
What are the keys offensively and defensively to win?
Well, defensively against Concordia, they get 3rd and 4, and that's 2 downs for them. Coach Lambert likes 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and he expects to get 3 yards every play. So, if they're at 2nd and 6, they're going to take 3 downs to get a first down. If they're 3rd and 2, they're going to go 2 down to wherever they are on the field. And so, defensively, and we did a good job last year with that. First down is key. Don't let them get yards on first down, and get them 2nd and long, and that kind of changes things with them. If they get 2nd short or even 3rd and mid, you understand you're going to have to stop them for 2 more plays. So defensively, just on first down yardage is a big thing, and don't let their fullback control the game, because they'll pound it inside and then they go from there. Offensively, it's just getting the red zone score. We've gotten in the red zone, we've gotten some really good yards in between the 20s. Our deal now is when we get inside the 20, we need to get scores on the board, and so we worked on red zone offense. We worked on red zone offense actually the last few weeks. Starting at the 20, and you got to score in 2 plays, and so we got to understand we got to transfer that to Friday night, and we got to score when we got opportunities.
Coach, look forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I can't believe it's already mid-October and district week's here, and it's just always a fun time in Kansas high school football when these districts roll around. A little more excitement and things like that. And I just want to say, before you get off, just want to thank the seniors. This is their last home game in the regular season, and thanking them for the 4 years they've been in the program. We hope we take them off this last game with a win. So thanks a lot, Chad.
Hopefully these youngsters learn from this group.
That's right. That's right. Exactly.
All right. So. Coach Chris Gardner, the Colby Eagles, back with more of the pregame show in just a minute.
When the Strut Insurance Services pregame show continues, Thomas Wheeland will join Chad in the booth for their keys to the game. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Well, there's a little bit of chill in the air, and they can take that chill off you there at Plum Creek Limited. See the new arrivals they do have for ladies and for men of clothing for fall and winter. Really some good buys right now, too. And, of course, they're marking down the summer rack. So come on in and save at Plum Creek and see the new colors of fall. Kind of about as bright as what the colors will be when it gets here, y'all. The colors of fall found at Plum Creek in downtown Colby. Remember them for wedding, too. Booking your tuxedos.
Physical ailments and injuries are a red light on the road of life. Tina Harris Physical Therapy can turn those painful red lights green, allowing you to move forward with life. Free screenings for pain and injury, sports medicine, hand therapy, post-surgery therapy, all offered by Tina Harris Physical Therapy. And this is just a small sampling of the services they offer. If it has to do with bringing you back to health and enjoying normal everyday life, chances are Tina Harris Physical Therapy can help. And they work with most insurance companies. Turn painful red lights back to green with Tina Harris Physical Therapy on Franklin in downtown Colby.
Farm Credit Western Kansas and Colby has once again returned $2.5 million of patronage to its members. In just the past 10 years alone, we have put nearly $20 million back into the area economy. At Farm Credit, we're proud to be the area's leading ag lender, taking an active interest in the success of our borrower owners. If you're involved in agriculture and not a Farm Credit member, why not? Call us at 1-800-657-6048 to find out the difference it makes being an owner. Farm Credit Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
Hello, this is J.L. Evans, President of Western State Bank of Colby. We are a full-service bank with innovative products that you expect from your financial institution. We specialize in excellent customer service and competitive ag, commercial, and home loans. Check us out by calling, stopping by, or I will gladly come to your farm or place of business for your convenience. We're located just southeast of the Colby Walmart, right next door to the utterly delicious yogurt shop. Western State Bank of Colby, with bank locations throughout western Kansas. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is the Strut Insurance Services pregame show on 100.3 The Ride. It's time for the keys to the game. Here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back to the Strut Insurance Services pregame show on the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride. Thomas Wheeland joins me in the booth as we set things up here for tonight's game, Colby versus Concordia. Thomas, I've never been the biggest fan of the way Kansas does their postseason system, because it doesn't put any emphasis on the regular season, doesn't really matter. But it is also nice for teams like Colby that have played ridiculously tough schedules. The combined schedule of their opponents on the Annex 26-10, and 4 of the 5 were ranked, or 4 of our 5 losses were ranked when we played them. So it is good for teams like Colby that they do have life. They will have a chance to move on to the postseason. I can't. Damn it. So they do have life. They do have a chance to move on here in the postseason, and got to win 3 games, or at least 2, for a chance to move on out of this district play. And looking at our district, Thomas, it's not loaded. It's pretty much wide open. Everybody has losing records with the exception of Concordia, who will be in Colby tonight. They're 4-2 on the year. And a team that we had them down at halftime last year in their place, with pretty much the same group of kids. And we'll see that. We talk about this lineup. They're very senior laden.
Yeah, and pretty much how Kansas does is it's a 6-game preseason, then you get your 3 games that counts. And it helps the Eagles out a lot going in 1-5, and they're able to take on Concordia tonight. Like you said, very senior-laden team, and they'll be ready to go. I'm sure Coach Gardner will have them go, and I'm sure he's thankful playing the toughest team in the district, that it's at home, and we don't have the 4-hour bus ride there. And we do unfortunately have the day off of school. I'm sure he's got something where the kids got to go sign in or something at the high school just to get them up out of bed so they're not laying around until 11 o'clock. But
yeah, I think they got a little walkthrough today, this morning, and then they were going to have, I think maybe some of the kids were all going to go to breakfast together, and then come back and meet again in the afternoon, just to kind of keep them focused on that. And that sounds bad. Okay, we have the walk. We have the off day of school, which we had to have last week, and the week before that we had homecoming, which was a big schedule change. So it's been kind of tough to. That's half your games in the season. We've already had that anyway. But that's bad for us. But you got to look at Concordia. The 4-hour bus ride, which is never fun. Try to get yourself going after you spent that many hours on the bus. But they've actually had a week off of school. They had fall break, and talking to Coach Lambert, he said it's I guess it's nice for some people. He goes, it's really not for coaches. It really throws off your schedule and keeping your kids focused and that kind of stuff. And some of them want to leave town, and because they week off of school. He goes, so it's just a really a tough deal for them. With fall break, and it's been an unusual one for them. They actually moved the start of school to start a week early so that they could have a fall break, and then they were doing repairs on their elementary school or some remodeling, and that fell behind, so it wasn't ready when they were supposed to start school, so they moved it back to the original start date. He said it's just a mess. But anyway, they've had a whole week off of school this week, so they've been a little bit out of schedule too. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If the kids spend the extra time working on football, it could be a great thing. But I think you and I both know it's not always that way when you're in high school.
No, it's not. It's a tough thing to swallow, having a whole week off. From a coaching standpoint, you want your kids having the same routine every day, especially on game day. And then the fact that they have a whole week, just kind of a free-for-all over there. I mean, that's got to be a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it all plays out with that tonight and how it affects the kids. This is a team that's going to be tough. Last year, when we played Concordia again, we were up at half by a touchdown, by 8 points at half, actually, in that game, and then didn't score in the second half. But you look at this Concordia team on the season, there's two things that scare me about this Concordia team and things that Colby have got to be aware of in this game tonight. One is they start very good. Their best 2 quarters on the season are the first and the third. So starting each half, they come out ready to go. In fact, defensively, they've only given up 6 combined points in those 2 quarters on the season. They gave up 6 first-quarter points in one game. They have not been scored on in the third quarter this entire season. So that's difficult for Colby because we struggle getting out of the gates, and then we settle in and do well after that. So the start's going to have to be good for Colby because it's also their 2 best offensive quarters are first and third for Concordia. So it's something we got to be aware of tonight.
Yeah, it's a typical Coach Lambert team. I mean, Colby played him for forever up at St. Francis, and I believe we played him every year since he moved to Concordia in district play, or even when we're not in district play with him, we got him on the regular season schedule a couple of times. So, I mean, we're very familiar with Coach Lambert. They're always prepared very well, and they come out and hit you in the mouth.
Yeah, so got to be ready in the first and third quarters. That's been one of our weaknesses. The other thing that scares me a little bit is we've had some turnover issues earlier in the season. They've gotten better, much, much better as the season's gone on for Colby. But Concordia last year was turned it over 4 times against Colby. We got 4 takeaways from them in that game. On the season, they've given up about 4 times this year. They are plus 16 in the giveaway takeaway. They have created 20 turnovers. They've only given 4 back. So taking care of the football is an absolute must in this game tonight against Concordia because that's how they win. They go after the football. They go after turnovers. They get more offensive possessions.
Right. They're ball hawks over there. And the thing about with Colby is we have put the ball on the ground a lot and have, thrown some balls that gotten picked off, but like you said, it's gotten a whole lot better here in the second half of the season. And, each game they've gotten better and better at it, and so hopefully tonight we can have a pretty good ball security and hold on to the football.
Didn't want to have any of this sound like I was worried or that we can't win or that this is because this team is nothing on any of these, and I'm not saying anything negative toward Concordia because this is a good team. We know they're coached very well, but they don't bring anything in here that we haven't seen on the season. You know what I'm saying? Offensive line is good. They're senior laden. Well, we've seen that from Scott City. We've seen that from Ulysses. We've seen the good running backs in Ulysses and Scott City and Holcomb. They don't bring anything we haven't seen on the season and anything that we haven't overcome at points on the season. It's just putting it all together. And the big key, I think, in this game, Thomas, for Colby, is finishing the game and then finishing drives. We talked about, I think we're the best team in the world on the season between the 20-yard lines and probably the worst once you get inside them. We just really have struggled in the red zone situations, and Coach Gardner talked about it in his pregame interview. They've been working on it very hard the last 3 weeks, and especially again this week in preparation for district play, and hopefully that'll come to fruition and get a little better inside the 20s.
Right, and it seems like we talk about it every week that, we just need to finish drives. Last week it gets stalled out in a couple, and, hopefully this week, they've done that. I'm sure they've gone in, some inside the 20 drill, some outside the 20 drill, and just working on finishing drives. And I'm sure their coach Sam's put it in on his little play card that, some plays inside the 20 that have worked well this week and have worked well for him in the past. So,
well, it'll be interesting. I think, after talking about all this, the keys tonight are get off to a good start, don't turn the football over, and hit
them in the mouth. Yeah.
And finish drives, and if we can do that, we'll be successful in the game tonight. The other thing, for Colby is, just get out and have fun. It's a home game. Nice to be back in front of the home crowd. We're going to be on the road the remainder of the season here in the regular part.
Yeah, they ought to have a blast here. It ought to be a really good crowd. Looks like it's going to be a nice day for football, and that'll be a great game.
All right, Eagles taking on Concordia, first round of district play. We got more coming up on the pregame show here in just a minute.
We need tonight's starting lineups when the Strut Insurance Services pregame show continues. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Unlimited data is back at NextTech Wireless. For only $60 per line, you'll receive unlimited talk, text, and data. There are no extra fees. It's that simple. $60 for unlimited everything. Plus, NextTech Wireless has all the newest phones you want. Make the switch to NextTech Wireless now because unlimited data is back, but only for a limited time. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details. Get your unlimited everything plan today, only at NextTech Wireless.
This time of the year can get a little stressful on your finances. If you're in the need for any type of loan, come in and talk to their local grown loan officers at the People's State Bank. They live in this area, so they know this area. They pride themselves on getting you the fastest response possible. Since most of them have been in business or have come off the farm, they really do know the local ag economy. They want to take this time and thank you for your patronage at the People's State Bank with locations in Colby, Oakley, Hoxie, Goodland, and McDonald. The People's State Bank, member FDIC. Let Jay add pride to your ride at Motortown LLC of Colby. Always a fine selection of late model vehicles on the lot, including pickups, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, long box, short box, regular cabs, crew cabs, and many makes and models. You'll find sports cars, convertibles, luxury cars, vans, and of course the popular SUVs. Truly a great inventory to choose from, and as always, they're willing to pay you well for your trade. That Motortown LLC located at 1275 West 4th Street in Colby or Ellis, Kansas. Go online to motortownllc.com.
Welcome back. It's time to look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Vernon Hurd, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in downtown Colby. For all of your insurance needs, see Vernon Hurd today. Here's Chad Jones with tonight's starters.
Welcome back. Take a brief look at the starting lineups offensively for the Colby Eagles tonight. We'll go through the defensive starters for Concordia in a little bit. Starters tonight for the Colby Eagles on the offensive line: Jay Ziegelmeyer, Bryce Arnberger, Casey Quiliano, Austin Hart, and Brady Slinger. These guys have been phenomenal on the year and have really helped that running game of Colby. Gugelman has also done a great job filling in at different places throughout the year as well for the Eagles. At wide receiver, Alex Young will get the start tonight. He is a junior, wearing number 32. Austin Russ will be the other starter at wide receiver, a senior for the Colby Eagles with 2 catches for 15 yards on the season. In the backfield tonight, it'll look like this. Dante Whitfield will get the start at the B-back. 4 carries, 73 yards on the season. Had a big 66-yard run last week against Norton. Matthew Pieper will be in the backfield as well for the Eagles. He's the pistol back. He had 82 carries on the season, 274 yards and a touchdown. Did have 1 carry for 3 yards last year against Concordia. Ben Matchell will get the start as well. He's the A-back tonight for Colby. Leads him in rushing with over 500 yards rushing on the season. He will get the start tonight for Colby. Did have a couple of 100-yard games on the season as well this year. Brady Holzmeister will be the starting quarterback for the Eagles tonight. Brady, 9 of 21 passing for 75 yards on the season, 72 carries for 230 yards on the ground as well. Has 1 rushing touchdown and a couple of interceptions thrown on the year. Last year, he had 4 carries for 8 yards and a touchdown against Concordia. In that game, he also had 3 catches for 24 yards against Concordia last year. Josh Matchell is cleared to play, and we may see a little bit of him tonight. But again, coming off that concussion, they won't use him any more than they have to. Make sure he's ready for those final 2 district ball games of the season. And that's how the starting lineup looks for the Colby Eagles tonight. Ziegelmeyer, Arnberger, Quiliano, Hart, and Slinger up front. Young and Russ, the receivers. Matchell, Pieper, and Whitfield in the backfield, along with Brady Holzmeister at quarterback. Back with more kickoff coming up next. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby Football on 100.3 The Ride.
This has been the Strut Insurance Services pregame show on 100.3 The Ride. Brought to you by Strut Insurance Services, where they serve the listening area and beyond with their insurance needs. Make sure you strut your stuff. Stay here. Kickoff is next. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
I say you should see what they have by GE just for thee at GWT. Yes, name brand GE appliances on the showroom floor right now at Great Western Tire, Colby. Washer and dryer sets by GE. Refrigerators, ranges, microwaves, and GE dishwashers. Of course, they have installation and delivery available at Great Western Tire of Colby and Great Western Tire of Oakley, your GE appliance dealer.
The High Plains Co-op has always prided itself on their customer service. With the fall harvest upon us, the staff at High Plains Co-op is ready to help you store and market your grain. With elevators in Dresden, Gym, Grainfield, Halford, Hoxie, Levant, Park, and Selden, and their office and filling station in Colby, the High Plains Co-op has a location close to you, which will help keep you in the field and the combines moving. The High Plains Co-op wishes you a safe and prosperous fall harvest, and they want you to know that their professional staff is ready to help you get the most out of all of your hard work.
It's time for the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. Now, with the call of tonight's game, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Well, good evening. Welcome live to Denon Field in Colby, Kansas. 3 minutes away from kickoff tonight of the Colby Eagles and the Concordia Panthers as we get set for district play. We talked about it a lot in the preseason. Again, a new season right now. Every team's 0-0 with the way the system works in Kansas. And, you know, you win 2 of these next 3 games, and you're going to be playing in the first round of postseason play most likely.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for the Eagles coming in here tonight, 1-5 so far on the year, and hopefully making that postseason play.
Good night tonight, 65 degrees here at kickoff, humidity at 29%, no wind. Perfect for high school football. And this, Thomas, you were talking about it, and a good point. This time of year is just fun. You get the whole game under the lights, and it's just football weather.
Absolutely. Usually you got to go into halftime, then you come out, and then the lights are turned on. Then it's just now it's the whole game's underneath the lights, and you're ready to go from the get-go.
Concordia making their way onto the field. They'll be in their visiting white uniforms with red numbering, red pants, and the red helmets. The Panther on the side. Colby making their way through the spirit line. The Eagles in their black uniforms with orange numbering and white trim. The black helmets with the Power Eagle on the side. Of course, Colby coached by Chris Gardner, and the Concordia Panthers coached by Tim Lambert, former St. Francis Indian head coach. Colby has not had a good record against Concordia throughout history. It's been one of those teams that's been kind of a thorn in Colby's side. They, again, haven't played a ton of games against each other, but I think Colby 1-10 in those matchups throughout history. So trying to pick up that second win. They did beat them in 2000. Was the last time the Eagles were able to get a victory over Concordia in a game. So that being aside, tonight's tonight. Colby takes care of the football. They got a good shot in this contest against Concordia. It is senior night for the Eagles. Some captains out there. Some of the seniors for Colby, Jay Ziegelmeyer, Austin Russ is out there, Eric Schutte, and Josh Matchell, the 4 captains for the Eagles right now meeting with the officials in midfield.
Senior Drake Pace, senior Zach Kyle, and senior Trey Crumbs.
The official going through the instructions now. We'll get the coin flip. Whether we're on offense or defense here to start this game, it's going to be key for Colby to get out of the gates quickly. We talked about that, and that's been the huge key for the Eagles, and it's been the key for Concordia. They've been very, very good offensively and defensively in the first quarter. In fact, it's their second highest scoring. They put up 37 points in the first quarter on the season and allowed just 6 the entire year. So a good start will be key here. Still waiting on the coin flip. Lots of instructions before the game here tonight. The other thing you look at in these two is, Thomas, is that not that you want to run the score up, but you do want you do go after some extra points in these games, because to get into tie-breaking situations, it goes to the 13-point rule, and basically you can earn up to 13 points and lose up to 13 points on any given night during the district play, and those go to tiebreaker situations. It goes to the points. It goes head-to-head and then points. Colby has won the toss and will receive the football. I like this. Coach Gardner. No deferring to the second half. We want the ball. We want to score. we want to get out of the gates quickly.
Absolutely. This is a great call by Gardner. Get his offense out there on the field, get the butterflies out for the district play, and here we go, march it down the field and try and finish off a drive here on the first drive.
So Concordia will get set to kick it away. They have quite a capable kicker, Logan Higbee. He has 4 touchbacks on the season to kicking the football. And we saw him during pregame warm-up hitting 50-yard field goals. Now, they don't kick very many. Coach Lambert is we're well aware of over the years, if it's 4th and 2 from their 2, which is impossible, but just saying if it was, they'd go for it.
Yeah.
If it's short yardage, they'll go for it on 4 downs. He's going to kick from the right hash mark, the 40-yard line.
In formation for the Panthers.
Back deep for Colby, Ben Matchell.
Deep for the Eagles. 7 marks.
Matchell, 8 returns kicking off on the season for 198 yards. So he's averaging about 24.8 yards per return on the year. His longest, 42 yards. Kick on the way, line drive, and this is angled on the right side. It's going to bounce into the end zone, and there's touchback number 5 on the year. That one that was getting to the ground, maybe we'd get a bounce and go out of bounds, get some yardage out of it, but that was well kicked. It's a weapon in high school football, Thomas. You don't see a lot of teams with capable kickers.
Oh, absolutely
in the lower
not.
divisions.
No. Those upper schools with the soccer teams and things like that, they got those kids that can boot it out of the end zone, but not in 4A. Not a whole lot of teams can kick it out of the end zone.
Eagles will have it to start the ball game. Holzmeister at quarterback. Slots to both sides, one back behind him. And this is whistle and a stoppage here before the play started. Encroachment on the Eagles. They lined up in the neutral zone. So 5 yards right out of the gates. There's not the start you're looking for. And we'll get the play from the sideline here. Matthew Pieper. Here's the back in motion is Ben Matchell from left to right. Handoff right up the middle. This is Pieper on the carry. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and he might have got about a half a yard on that, but not much. Going to bring up second down at 14.
Colby lines up in a double wing formation with the wing splitting the tackle and tight end. Send Matchell in motion over the top and bring Whitfield on the snap of the ball underneath as a kick-out block, but nothing going for Pieper up the middle.
One receiver wide to the right side. Holzmeister gets a snap. This time the hand up to Whitfield on the end-around play, and he is decked as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Big hit that time by Ian Nordell.
Nordell makes a big hit on Whitfield after he's able to get the Eagles almost back to the original line of scrimmage before that penalty. A slow developing play. The Concordia Panthers able to string it out to the side, or string it outside, and Nordell is able to clean it up.
Russ to the right, Matchell to the left, two-back split behind Holzmeister. In the pistol, gets the snap, hands it out to the first back through on the left side, and breaking a couple of tackles and getting a positive gain on the play is Whitfield, that's Pieper on the carry. And he's going to pick up a couple of yards, but it's going to bring up 4th and 8 for the Eagles in a punting situation. And here's that penalty becoming a huge factor here. Ben Matchell to punt it away for the Eagles. Back deep is Jace Kopic for Concordia. Very high punt, spiraling. It's going to bounce at midfield and be picked up by Kopic on the bounce. The 47, but he's running backwards. He's quarterback to the 40, but now turns it up the field, and he's met by the Eagles right at midfield. They'll spot it around the 49 or so, and that's where Concordia will start their opening drive of the ball game in their own territory, but right shy of midfield at the 49.
And Colby's punt coverage does a great job of getting downfield, getting by where the ball's about to hit. Unfortunately, it takes a big, long hop to the Concordia Panthers deep man. And nobody gets back there blocking. That's on punt coverage. You got to get somebody back there by the return man in case that happens. He's able to pick it up and scamper for a few extra yards.
He wasn't going to return that, but it bounced right to him. Under center is Bouchard, the quarterback. He'll hand it off the middle, first back through on the carry that time, and this is Carter Stittle. He's going to pick up, I'll give him 2, 2nd and 8.
Concordia comes out with the I formation, something that they haven't done in years past, and Coach Lambert hasn't done at all, really. I formation and just a little fullback dive to Steinel. He's able to pick up 3 yards on play.
Crum in the slot to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. They hand it off again to Steinel up the middle, and he breaks through and gets positive yardage on this. It looks like he's going to be just shy of the Eagle 40-yard line, but that'll put him very close to a first down.
Concordia coming out in a formation looks a lot like the old Colby slot formation. It's an I formation with the slot back to the strong, or the weak side, excuse me. But Concordia's slot back set up like a wing, so it's almost kind of like a wing T, but with an I formation in the backfield.
They're bringing the chains out to measure this. It is short, but not by much. And of course, you're always in 4-down territory with Coach Lambert. So we're looking for, if they don't get it here, they'll go again. This is a very experienced Concordia team. We haven't talked a lot about it, but 9 seniors and 2 juniors starting on the offensive side. Zachary Kyle split to the right side. Slot back is Crum to the left side, I formation. Handoff goes to the second back through on a little counter play this time, and that's the first carry for Drake Hake, who's hit at the line and driven back for a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up 4th down and about a yard to go, and a big one here for the Eagles.
And a great job by the Colby Eagles not to get fooled on the crossbuck play by the front line. Ben Matchell's in there from his linebacker position. The whole defensive line able to stop Hake before the line of scrimmage.
Same formation, Hake the tailback. Steinel, the fullback pitch, hits the fullback, fumbled, and Colby has the football. Falling on the ball is Austin Hart. He gets the recovery for the Eagles, and Colby gets it back. That is just the 5th turnover on the season for Concordia. They are plus 16 in the giveaway takeaway, so a big one there for the Eagles, although I think they would have had them on 4th down anyway.
And a great job by the Eagles front line. They're able to hit the pulling guard in the backfield, disrupts the play. They will get good penetration. Ball bounces out the back's hands. The Eagles fall on it.
One receiver to the left side. And this is a quarterback keeper, just kind of a student body left play. And Holzmeister gets to the line of scrimmage in about a yard before being hit and driven back. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 9 to go, but sounds bad, but it's positive play on 1st down. Instead of 2nd and 15, we got something moving forward.
Absolutely, a little quarterback follow. Colby's just able to hold the blocks there on the edge long enough to get Brady that space. Today, have to hold it just a count longer, but they're able to pick up positive yards on the play.
2nd and 9 to go. Same formation here. Holzmeister with 2 backs to his left. Handoff's going to go right side to Ben Matchell, looking for a hole, finds one, cuts it up the field, and picks up a few yards on this. We'll see where they spot it. Give him about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd down and we'll call it 3rd down and 5 to go here for the Eagles. Good spot, just shy of midfield.
Great second effort by Ben Matchell. He's able to find a crease in there on his offensive line and puts his head down, keeps his legs turning, and is able to pick up some good yards on 2nd down to make it a manageable 3rd.
Eagles will head back to the line of scrimmage here. Ben Matchell this time split wide to the left side. 2 backs split behind Holzmeister, 1 receiver to the right, and Austin Russ. They look to that right side, and the pass low. Russ tries to pull it in, can't get to it. Covered on the play by Kopic. And it's going to bring up 4th and 6 in the punting situation here for the Eagles.
Russ runs a hitch route on the far side of the field. He does a good job of finding the markers, finding the sticks, puts the foot in the ground just beyond him. That's one of those deals on 3rd down. That throw is going to be farther because that route's not designed there, but Russ does a good job stretching it to the 1st down marker. Brady just comes up short on the throw.
Snap a little high. Matchell gets to it, has time, gets off a nice end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce at the 20, take a big bounce, picked up by Kopic. He tries to take it around the outside, but he is dragged down from behind by the Eagles and not going to gain anything on that return. And what Carney back there for the Eagles.
And again, Colby does a good job on punt coverage. Getting down the ball is going to bounce, but you got to get to that return man. Make sure that long bounce isn't going to end up in his hands so he can return it. Luckily, Tate Carney makes a heck of a play. He's able to drag down the return man for a loss where the ball should have been.
Yeah, and a great tackle. Chevin Martin comes into the ballgame defensively for the Eagles at safety. Handoff left side. This is Drake Haig trying to get to the corner. Does so. He's got a nice run going here before being brought down at the 45-yard line behind the Eagles. But again, that's a gain of about 26 yards on the carry.
Defensive tackle by Chevin Martin.
And a toss play for the Panthers. Able to get to the outside. Picks up a great block from his receiver out on the outside. He's able to make a move, a little cut back to the inside of the field where the Eagles are able to finally pick him up, but a big play for the Panthers.
Hake lines up in the tailback spot again, slot back to the right. They're going to go to the fullback this time. And good piece of running here again by Steinel as he's going to get forward for about 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. And again, just shy of Colby territory. They spotted at the 49ers. Injured player down for Concordia on the play. You look at this running back in Hake, Thomas, not a very big kid at all for Concordia, but over 1,000 yards rushing on the season already.
Yeah, and you can see why. I mean, he's quick. He is quick. He's listed at 180. We'll take it, I guess, but he ain't big, but he's quick. He reminds you a lot of that kid from Smith Center a couple years ago.
Yep. Kind of a Sproles type.
Yeah.
Small,
quick, just quick.
Quick, explosive kid. And one of those that you kind of, if you can keep him between the tackles,
yeah,
you're going to have you're going to have success controlling him. But he gets to the outside, you're going to be in big trouble. 2nd and 6 is what we'll have here. Colby again with Armberger, Slinger, Jay, Hart, and Pieper up front. Seeing him run in some different players in back. Chevin Martin coming out, Dante Whitfield coming in, the linebacker. Colby will get set. Tanner Elias in coverage here on the left side. Handoff's going to go left side, and this is Drake Haig, hit at the line. Gets forward for a couple of yards on the play. Runs pretty hard for a little guy, too. A couple. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4 to go.
Concordia runs between the tackles on that play. Colby gets a good push from the front line. Ben Matchell, Alex Young are able to clean him up. Once he gets past the front line, and keep him to a couple-yard gain.
3rd down and 3 to go. 4 to go. Hake, Steinel in the I formation. Pitch goes on the right side. Hake trying to get to the corner. He does, and he's going to get the 1st down as he gets it just across the 45 down to the 44 of Colby. So a gain of 5. It'll bring up 1st and 10 to go from there. Very close to it. Yeah, he's got it. Right on the spot, but he has it. 5:55 to go. We're in the opening quarter. No score tonight.
And that's what Concordia is going to try and do tonight. Get Hake on the outside, get him in some open space where he can use that quickness and try and make moves on defender in the open field.
Last year, Hake had 21 carries for 163 yards against the Eagles. Now we're seeing a little wishbone formation. Handoff going to go right up the middle. This time it's Shea Crum on the carry, the 190-pound senior. He's going to pound his way forward for a couple of yards, give him 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
And this is something that towards the end of Coach Lambert's stay at St. Francis, he started going through this little inverted bone where he brings the 2 fullbacks up, leaves the tailback and deep in the backfield, and just a bunch of quick hitters.
Looks a little like a power eye, but it is a bone in the way they line it up. Crum to the right side now. In motion across the formation, handoff to Crum. Nope. They run it on the left side and loose. This is a quarterback keeper by Bouchard. He's into the end zone, but there's going to be a holding penalty, and this is going to come back. Would have been a 40-yard touchdown, but instead it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and that will make the coach angry in a hurry. But I tell you, credit Ethan Bouchard. That was a tremendous play fake up front at the line.
Absolutely great mesh point, great fake by the Panthers. He has everybody fooled and he's able to sneak out to the outside and get around the Eagles' defense and run down the sideline for a touchdown.
So they'll mark this off from the spot of the foul. Instead of a touchdown, they're going to have 2nd down, and we'll see where it ends up being. going to be on the Colby 49-yard line, so 17 yards to go. Well, actually 18 for the Panthers.
And the Panthers do throw it a little bit, so the Eagles back into their secondary has got to be ready for the ball to go up in the air.
Yeah, he's 19 of 46 for 220 yards passing on the season. Is Bouchard, who's under center now. Man in motion across the formation. Option play. Bouchard hit immediately in the backfield, and he is brought down for a big loss on the play. Colby with the blitz on. Really, it was kind of the same play we saw on the previous one.
In the backfield by Alex Young.
Penalty flag comes down after the play, but a great play by Alex Young. He's able to read the option play. He goes right through the C gap and is able to drag down Bouchard for a loss.
Yeah, officials trying to get the clock stopped. Unsportsmanlike against Concordia after the play.
Yeah, so you get a loss down anyway.
Yeah, so you lose the down because the play was over with, so it was already third down. The penalty comes after that, so then you mark off another 15 yards. And folks, it was already third down and about 22. So, yeah, they're going to have to get to Goodland for a first down on this one. Back to St. Francis, Coach Lambert's old home. But a great situation for the Eagles here.
And here's where you're going to see Coach Gardner, defensive coordinator, Coach Sims, the secondary coach. They're out there, making a throwing motion with their hands, telling the secondary, down in distance here, guys. Make sure nobody's deeper than you. Keep everything underneath of you.
We'll see what Coach Lambert has up his sleeve here. As they break the huddle, two receivers to the right side. A couple of speedy guys here in Kopic and Kyle. And we have a whistle here, and they're trying to get something sorted out at the football. Here we go. Third down and forever. Under center, two backs behind Bouchard. He's looking to pass, looking over the middle. Now he's going to go deep down the sideline. Has a man, but it's way overthrown. Intended on the play, and Kopic, who was past Holzmeister, and there was a hit on the quarterback at the end of the play. Roughing the passer. And that's going to give him a first down. I believe. Is that an automatic? So they're going to discuss it here. And that is an automatic first down. So now, as you can hear the discuss from the Colby fans in front of us, it'll be first and 10 to go for Concordia. They'll have the football on the 45-yard line, so their own 45. Very, very costly penalty. I'd like to see them get to the quarterback, but you got to know when to hold up. 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Back to that wishbone formation. Hand off to Hake on the left side. Hit at the line, but does a good job of keeping his feet moving and picking up some extra yardage, about 4 on the play, as he gets it to midfield, just shy of midfield, I should say. We'll bring up 7 and 6.
The defensive end for Colby on that play bites in on the dive of that dive option out of that inverted bone. That allows Bouchard to get outside the tackle, and is able to get 5 yards on first down.
We'll head back up to the line of scrimmage. This time the slot back is over to the right side, and Crum is in the fullback. He'll get the carry. The ball comes loose as he goes through there, and second turnover of the game. Colby has the football. Recovered on the play by the Eagles. And actually, I think it was Tate Carney that came out of there with the football. It was.
Colby's defensive line gets a great jump on the snap count that time. Is able to force that ball, get into the Panthers' backfield. Is able to hit Bouchard before he wants to hand it off, and the ball gets on the ground. The Eagles recover it.
Yeah, they don't turn it over either. That's just the 5th turnover of the season. 6th, I should say. The 5th was earlier in the game. Here's a little pass play by Colby, looking down the field, and this is going to be intercepted. And there's some confusion there on the pattern. He was looking down the field. Ben Matchell on the play, and it was thrown to the outside. Matchell was cutting to the inside, and it was an easy pickoff for Kyle. So we turned it right back over.
Yeah, deep crossing route for the Eagles there. Matchell's running the corner route from his wing position. Alex Young from his receiver position is running the post. The crossing route on it's 12 yards deep downfield, and Brady just tries missing to the outside, just doesn't throw it outside enough. Crops there to pick it off.
So Concordia back with it. Bouchard under center. Here's the snap, hands it off left side. Hake on the carry, hit at the line. Again, spins away from one tackler and picks up a couple of yards as he gets it to the 30. They'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Colby does a good job of stringing the play out. It hits him in the backfield. He's not able to wrap him up, and he's able to fall forward for a gain of 2.
Actually, with that spot, that's a good 3, maybe 3.5 yards on that. Zachary Kyle split to the right side for Concordia. 2 backs in the backfield, and we have a whistle here and official timeout. Whitfield had a equipment issue, so he's going to come out of the ball game. Chevin Martin, the freshman, in his place. Must have been rotating some plays today, and then we'll see that both offensively and defensively, the two of them tonight. Here's the handoff left side, and power play. Gain of about 4 yards. And that was Crum, I believe, on the carry that time. For Concordia, it'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Another dive play to Crum. He's able to keep those legs turning. He's a load. He's able to keep those legs turning and get to the second level of the Eagles defense and fall forward and make it a short down distance on 3rd down.
Gugelman comes in. Slinger gets a break. 3rd down in the yard to go. One receiver right. Slot back to the right. Play going to the left side. Penalty flag is down as Hake gets to the corner and out of bounds. He's got enough for the 1st down as he gets it to the 41. But, again, a penalty flag is down on the play. It would have been a 6-yard gain if it stands. It was thrown by the back judge here. And it's against Concordia. They lined up in the neutral zone. So that's going to cost them 5 yards.
He's making the motion to his hips. Is it a chop block?
Might be. They do like to cut at the line of scrimmage. It's something they do a lot.
And there is no cut zone in high school football.
So that's going to be a big one for Colby. Very beneficial. And again, we need to take advantage of this. We're getting opportunities. 2 turnovers. Getting some penalties and to put them in situations, but we've kind of just let them back with it. We turned it over again right away last time. But 15-yard penalty here, and Colby needs to take advantage of this. It'll be 3rd down for Concordia. They'll get the down back with 2:45 to go in the first, no score.
And again, down in distance here to the Eagles secondary and the linebackers. They've been practicing 7-on-7 all week as the Panthers will throw a little bit, so they've had that time in the individual, and here's where it comes down to.
1 receiver to the right side, 1 to the left for Concordia. High formation. Bouchard rolling to his right side, looking for his man deep down the field, and it is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Topic on the play. He had an opportunity. He had gotten behind Tanner Elias, but Elias closed at the end and got his hand up there just enough to disrupt the play.
Topic makes a good route on the seam route. Makes his move inside, then shoots up the field and gets a step on Tanner Elias. Tanner has pretty good coverage. Great ball by Bouchard. Puts it right in there. Tropic's just not able to bring it down.
Punting situation now for Concordia. It has to be 4th down and about 17 where they'll go for it. Snap is low. They get to it. The kick is on the way. Matchell deep for Colby. Takes it on the first hop at the 42-yard line. He's across the 45 and spins his way out near midfield. And that is where Colby will start this drive. And we've done okay. I mean, we're getting some things done here defensively. Need to really get something going on the offensive side. A chance to get some momentum in this game.
Right. Got to start making 1st downs here. Get your defense a little rest. Let those guys get some air back in their lungs. They've been on the field for a long time here tonight. And see if the offense can pick up some big 1st downs here and get a drive going.
Holzmeister awaits the snap, and we have a whistle here before the start of the play. And offsides against Colby. It's twice we've lined up in the neutral zone. And twice on first down to start drives. We've put ourselves in a situation on it. I'm not sure if it's a lineman that's lined up in the neutral zone. Colby's going to take a timeout here.
Figure it out.
Yeah, we'll take it with him. Back in 60 seconds with more of the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
The Eagles soar back to your radio after this.
Quality workmanship and experience are just two of the things you will find when working with Stevens Construction for all your agricultural, commercial, and residential construction needs. They are your local Butler and Lester dealer and are ready to assist you in choosing the steel or wood frame building you have been looking for. They also specialize in overhead door sales and service. Stevens Construction has been in the business for over 40 years, so stop by today and see them on South Country Club Drive in Colby. Since 1994, Office Works and Home Furnishings in Colby has been offering solutions for your home and office needs. And while they still continue to do that, they also specialize in something else: comfort. Office Works and Home Furnishings is a proud retailer of the Serta I Comfort beds with optional adjustable bases. Plus, on top of that, they're the only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Northwest Kansas. So if you're looking to make your home more comfortable this year, make sure you stop by Office Works and Home Furnishings on South Range in Colby.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Whelan.
Welcome back. Coming out of the timeout, we have first down and 15 to go for the Eagles. The handoff goes on the left side, and Ben Matchell with a nice carry here gets it across the 50-yard line and picks up about 6 yards. 2nd and 9 to go, and again, there's that penalty really hurting, but a nice play by the Eagles here.
A great run by Ben. He gets up. Little off-tackle zone play by the Eagles. Ben's able to pick up 6 yards on the play.
2nd down and 9 to go. Here's the snap. Holzmeister looks, throws, and it's incomplete, and that one could have been picked off by Zachary Kyle, who was in the area again. It was just off the mark. Matchell was in the area, as was Young.
And just 4 hitch routes on that play by the Eagles. Just 4 stops, 5-yard plays, just able to try and make it a manageable 3rd down. The ball just sails a little bit on Brady.
They were open.
Yeah, they were. It was a good read. Alex was wide open. Just ball gets through him.
Eagles with 1 receiver to the left. Slot back is Whitfield to the left side. Hand off to Matchell. Ball is loose. Ball is loose. And we'll see who comes out of the pile with the football. And it's Colby Ball. So we do recover it. That time he, again, trying to make that decision on the read option and just waited a little too long to roll it, and it gets knocked away.
Yeah, not a good match point there between Brady and Ben. Ben thought that Brady was taking it. Brady thought Ben was taking it. Ball ends up on the ground. Luckily, the Eagles recover it.
Well, there's got to be a flag on this. They don't throw it, but there's players on both sides of the neutral zone. This ball hit the Concordia player, and the Eagles have recovered it. It should be Colby football. That hit the ground, bounced up, and it looked like it hit the Concordia player.
Well, the side judge was taking his sweet time getting down the field. Didn't have a good angle on it.
They're going to give it to Concordia. Oh, my. Man, that looked like it hit the Concordia player. You could tell the Colby player in that area knew it hit the Concordia player. He immediately ran over and jumped on the football because he saw it hit him.
Yeah, Alex Young from his gunner position makes a great play. And that's got to be an
indication for the official. I tell you what, this should be Colby football deep in their own territory, but instead, Concordia gets the 1st and 10. This kind of gets the crowd fired up, though. Here we go. Bouchard hands it off to Hake on the left side, gets through the initial line of scrimmage, and then brought down by the secondary for the Eagles as he picks up about 6 yards to the 31.
And the fake to Steinley on the fullback dive, jumps everybody in on the middle to him, and Hake's able to get wide open through C-gap, makes a nice cutback, and is able to pick up 7 on the play.
High formation again. Hake the tailback. Crum the fullback, and he'll get the carry. Hit at the line, gets forward for a couple. close to first down yardage. It'll depend on the spot here as he is shy of the 35, but again, very close. The ball spotted. Whitehead looks at it. It's the first down. 42 seconds to go. The clock stops while they set the chains. We are in the opening quarter with no score. Good back and forth defensive battle in this game so far. Colby's struggling a little bit moving the football right now. Concordia will break the huddle. Topic is to the right side. That's where they've been throwing. They've been picking on Elias. They haven't completed anything yet, but they've had a couple of good looks. Here's a handoff to Hake. Breaking tackle. He's gone. Right up the middle. Hake going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Concordia. No penalty flags down. That is a 66-yard touchdown run.
And again, out of that inverted bone, Hake's on this side, make the fake to him. Finally, is on the far side of the field, is able to make a big block for Hake, and he's able to take it in from 60-plus.
So sideline warning against the Eagles, so the flag has no bearing at all on the play. That came with 21 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Concordia strikes first tonight. And that's what you got to be careful of with a kid like Hake. So much speed. 66 yards. Touchdown run. Concordia will now get set for the extra point opportunity. Talk about it. Higbee, their kicker, with a lot of leg. And he just kind of pops this one up into the air and through the uprights for the extra point. So 7-0 is the score in favor of Concordia. We'll take a break. Back with the kickoff after this word from our sponsors and 100.3 The Ride.
The Eagles soar back to your radio after this.
Get the most out of every acre with Case IH Patriot Series sprayers from Colby Ag Center in Colby, Kansas. These sprayers help you be ready with a distinct design that delivers proven, efficient performance even in the narrowest of application windows. And available technologies like the AIM Command spray system ensures maximum control with optimized coverage and minimal drift regardless of conditions. Come experience the spacious Surveyor cab and the rest of the Case IH Patriot Series sprayer features today at Colby Ag Center.
It's Ram Truck Month at Colby Dodge. With the 2015 models rolling in, all new 2014 models must go. You can save up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2014 Ram Heavy Duties. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop by today and see why Colby Dodge is the #1 volume Chrysler dealer in western Kansas and eastern Colorado. Exit 53 I-70, Colby, Kansas, or online at colbydodge.com.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. 7-0 the score. Concordia on top of Colby with 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. The kickoff on their way, and this is a booming kick that's going to land 2 yards deep into the end zone by Higbee. That's another touchback for him on the season. Got a leg. So, Colby will start this drive on the 20 as well. Now, that last possession did some positive things. We're starting to move the football a little bit. It's kind of been the story on the season. We don't get off to quick starts offensively, but then as the halves continue, we tend to get better and better at moving the football. See what we do here on first down. Intend to go from our own 20. Russ split wide to the right side. Slot back is Whitfield to the left. It's the quarterback keeper. Trying to get to the right side is Holzmeister. Waits for the blocks and makes a nice run here on first down up to the 26-yard line. And a good 6 yards on first down.
Great play by Colby. Good play call. Brady's able to take the quarterback follow, picks up some big blocks. Whitfield is able to wash his guy down. Some big blocks by Ben Matchell. Match the keeper out there on the outside. Brady's able to split him, pick up 6 on first down.
And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. So we'll take another break. Back in 60 seconds. Start of the second quarter here on 100.3 The Ride.
The Eagles soar back to your radio after this.
Count on Kansas Quick Lube. Every time you come in, we change your oil, check your tires, wipers and bulbs, everything your owner's manual recommends. You got expert technicians who all know how. People will keep the cars much longer now. So maintenance is a much bigger deal. So let us take care of your automobile. Count on Kansas Quick Lube. Our name says it oil.
Find the perfect home with Homeland Realty and Auction. Growing up, you didn't care if your home was small or the curtains were old. The important things about home were sneaking in bed with mom and dad during a thunderstorm, licking beaters when you made chocolate cake, and playing hide and seek in the backyard. Now, even though you care about things like square footage, decor, and neutral colors, you want to buy a home that gives you all the good feelings of the one you grew up in. The home where you walk in the front door and that little voice inside you says, this is the one. Visit Homeland Realty and Auction in Colby or Goodland.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeler.
Welcome back as we return. Ben Matchell with a big run around the right sideline. He's out of bounds and then gets pushed nearly to the track. No penalty flag down, but it was a huge gain anyway. As Matchell gets to the corner and across midfield, they're going to spot him down to the 48-yard line. First and 10 for Colby.
Great play, great stretch play by the Eagles, or sweep play, excuse me, out of that pistol double wing set. They will pick up a big block on the outside. The Eagles, the wing back on this side, Dante Whitfield crashes in, gets a linebacker, and Ben picks up a big gain.
Here's a handoff right up the middle, this time Pieper on the carry. Nice piece of running by Matthew. He's going to pick up about 7 yards. Colby gaining a little confidence here offensively, starting to move the football.
Pieper just sticks his head down, falls his guard off and hard. He has a free roam up to the middle linebacker, and Pieper's able to run free 7 yards and picks up a big gain on first down.
Holzmeister heads back to the line of scrimmage. Matchell to the left side. Wing back to the right side is Whitfield. Matchell in motion from left to right. He'll get the handoff, trying to get to the outside, and it's well played by Concordia as Matchell's going to be brought down. He's going to lose about a yard or two on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Eagles and head into Concordia territory at the 43.
Colby tries going back to that sweep play with Ben to the short side of the field. He just runs out of room to get there. Concordia does a great job of stringing out. The linebackers play downhill well, and they're able to make a stop in the backfield.
Gage Canfield had a equipment issue. He has to come out the field, which is good. He's one of their leading tacklers on the season on that defensive line with 33 tackles on the year. So he comes out, and Colby will see if they pick on the right side now. Eagles with Young split to the left side. Matchell in the slot to the left. He's going in motion from left to right. Handoff up the middle. This is a nice carry here by Young, and he's thrown down out of bounds. He's well out on the sideline. They finish him down. He's got close to first down yardage. In fact, he's got the first down with the yardage. But either one of those two could have been penalties.
Yeah. And Matthew Pieper on the fullback dive. Send Ben Matchell in motion over the top of that pistol double wing set with Young split out to the left side of the field. Quick hitter with Pieper up the middle, makes a good cut to the outside and picks up the first down.
Whitfield in the slot to the right, two-back split behind the quarterback and Holzmeister. Handoff is Pieper right up the middle again. He's going to bid about 4 yards. And again, they're picking kind of on that left defensive front. Play center, or Concordia, I should say, just pounding away at him. Concordia is going to take a timeout to try to make some adjustments here. We're going to keep it here with 10:17 to go in this second quarter. The score is still 7-0 in favor of Concordia, getting their one score on a 66-yard touchdown run by Drake Hake, and an interesting situation because really, when Colby punted to him, it looked like it hit him. The Concordia player, the official didn't see it. Colby had recovered it. It should have been their football deep in Concordia territory, but instead, Concordia gets the ball. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone with a 66-yard run. So that no call, which I know is going to be looked at on video about 100 times.
Yeah.
It's going to be could be decisive in the game. But the Eagles moving the football well right now. Second down and about 7 to go for Colby. They're deep into Concordia territory. Ball on the 34-yard line. They need 27 for a first down.
Canfield gets his equipment checked. He's back in the game.
Hey, they got some little guys that are powerful. Canfield at 5 foot, or I don't know how much. He's not very tall at all, only 155 pounds, but pretty good little nose guard. Here's the snap. Handoff's going to go left side. Ben Matchell trying to get to the outside. Kicks it out. Evades one tackle, breaks another one. Gets down the sideline, and he's got a nice little run here inside the 25 to the 24. First down, Colby.
And a great piece of running by Ben. Tries to hit off tackle, nothing going. Tries to bounce from the outside. Number 8, Bouchard for Concordia, does a great job of using his hands, getting off the offensive player, and he tries to bring Matchell down for a loss in the backfield. Ben does a great job using the stiff arm, then uses the speed, getting outside, makes a move for first down.
Bouchard's limping badly after the play. It took a long time to get up, and now he's limping badly in that secondary. Again, he's their starting quarterback as well. Here's a not a good play. The snap goes to Holzmeister. Pieper coming up the middle, trying to get the handoff, runs into the back of Holzmeister. His knee touches the ground. Again, in high school football, once your knee touches, you're down whether you're touched by an opposing player or not. So that ends up being about a 3-yard loss on the confusion there in the backfield. 2nd and 13. Colby will send Austin Russ wide to the right side. Whitfield in the slot to the right. Matchell in the slot to the left. Pieper dotting the I. Matchell in motion from left to right. Pass on the little slant, and it's intercepted. Intercepted. They were looking for Austin Russ cutting through the middle, but it was picked off on the play by Bouchard, and Concordia going to get it back.
Bouchard from his free safety position, snuffed up down at the line of scrimmage, reads pass, he gets deep with it. Brady doesn't see him. He throws into the window. Bouchard makes a diving grab for the interception.
9:24 to go. We're in the second quarter tonight. 7-0 Concordia. They take over off the turnover on their own 21-yard line. Back into that wishbone formation. Bouchard under center gets the snap. Hands it off on the right side. Hake breaks tackles. He's loose again. Drake Hake had a 66-yarder earlier. This one's going to be 79 yards for the touchdown. Wow.
And all that play is for those of you that remember the days back in St. Francis when Lambert was running the regular wishbone offense. It's just that double dive, that second guy through, fake on the first guy, next guy leads up. And then the last guy, last minute with the ball, gets through the hole, and he's just off to the races. 2 times they've ran it tonight.
And again, this is Logan Higby getting set for the extra point opportunity. Snap is good. The kick is up and through the uprights. It's good. So 14-0. Concordia leads Colby here with 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this second quarter. And Thomas, it's the turnovers. Again, moving the football, we get it to the 21-yard line and turn it over with the interception. It wasn't a bad play call. It was open. The pass was a little off the mark, and it really was just a great play by Bouchard sliding in there to get the pick. But
right, he realized
got to finish it.
Yeah, great read by Bouchard on the back end. He makes a great play, dropping deep in the zone, realizes there's nothing coming to his flat route, playing that inverted 2 that Lambert's kind of known for, and drops back deep, and Brady throws on, but Bouchard makes a great play on it. But yeah, you're right. We've got to start. We've established some first downs now. Now we've got to finish the drive. Got to get some points on the board.
Concordia lost last week. With 21 seconds to go in the game, they gave up a touchdown loss, 20-14 to Wamego. The only other loss on the season was back in week 3. They lost to Abilene, 14-7. I was told that was a score within the last 2 minutes of the ball game. Colby with Chevin Martin back deep. Kick a high end over end one. This one returnable. It's going to be caught at about the 7, but tripping on the play was Chevin Martin, and so he's down at the 10-yard line. And just trying to keep his feet, having to come up hard to try to return that one before he hit the ground, and knee hits the ground. I've never been a big fan of that rule in high school, but I know it's there for protection, but I don't know what you're protecting on plays like that.
No, on kickoff returns, sometimes running up on those balls, it's tough, especially if it starts dancing on you on a windy day. That ball could be diving. You got to run up on it more than what you expect.
Eagles set to go. One receiver wide to the left side. Slot back on each side. Matchell's going to go in motions across the formation. Handout's going to go to Pieper. Penalty flag is down as he gets hit at the corner and stopped for a loss on the play of about a yard.
Pieper on the carry.
And we'll see what the flag is.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
Thrown in the area of a holding. But we'll wait for the official indication. That is what it is. Holding on Colby. From the 20. And actually from the spot of the fouls inside the 20, so this will be a half the distance, I believe, is what they'll do on this. Nope, penalty decline. They lost 2 yards on the play, so it was declined by Concordia. They'll take the loss of down. Confidence in his defense and Coach Lambert. This is where you want to make them pay.
Josh Matchell's back in at quarterback.
Matchell at quarterback, Holzmeister in the slot to the right side. Josh looks and throws, completes it to his brother, who is coming around from the left side. Ben makes the catch, but it was well defended by Concordia, and he's brought down immediately.
The Eagles come out with the twins right look. Wing back Ben to the left, send him in motion, have that pistol set. And they run the 2 receivers off, which is Holzmeister and Russ, and run that swing pass with Ben coming off that motion. Panthers were ready for it. They sat down there and was able to make the stop.
So Josh Matchell back into the ballgame at quarterback. Nice to see him back. In the pistol, gets the snap, looking to his left side. Head fake. Looks deep to his right side. Has a man open, and it is incomplete, overthrown by about a yard. Oh, my.
Ben
Matchell, yeah, down the sideline. And that was so close. Well thrown ball by Josh. It was just about a yard too much on it.
And great hitch and go route by Ben Matchell. Josh makes a great fake, and Ben has the defender bite and gets a step on him. Just barely overthrown by Josh, and that's probably just from lack of reps.
So punting situation. Ben gets the snap from his own end zone, has tons of time. He gets off an end-over-end kick that's going to be caught by Kopic back at the 37-yard line. He backs up, gets to the outside, and then is brought down inside the 30. We'll see where the spot is, but it's going to be somewhere around the 27-yard line. And tremendous field position here for Concordia in a must-stop here for the Eagles. Down 14-0 with 8:02 to go here in the second quarter.
Absolutely. Colby needs a big stop here. Needs to get a good push from the front line and watch for that second back through again from Concordia, that double dive that they've been doing out of that inverted wishbone.
Yeah, this time they go back to the eye with slide back to the left. Kopic, the Crum, I should say, the fullback. And he's going to get the fake. The quarterback keeps it, and Bouchard around the right side. No running room on that one as he's brought down for maybe a yard on the play. And holding against Concordia. Break for Colby here. Push him back a little bit. Get some breathing room. But if you're Colby, you got to be a little careful. One thing we've seen in this game that Bouchard has the ability to throw the ball down the field.
Yes, he does.
You know, he's missed on them, but they haven't missed by much, and the receivers have been behind the Colby defense on both plays, both of the shots that they've taken down the field. So if you're the Eagles in these long yardage passing type downs, you have to be aware, and you can't let Zachary Kyle or Jay Kopic get behind you.
And they've both been on combo routes off double moves.
And they're both lined up this time on the left side. Plus one receiver to the right side. Bouchard to pass, and he throws it over the middle. It is caught. Diving catch. And good coverage by Kopic.
And a good coverage by Tanner Elias. He's playing the corner on that. He's covering the outside receiver. Brady Holzmeister's over the inside. They run a post route with the outside over the middle of the field. Tanner doesn't have any help. He's right in his hip pocket. Just a great throw by Bouchard. Put it right on the money.
About a 9-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 6 to go from the 25. Handoff to Hake on the right side. Second back through the hole, and he's got a nice gain here. inside the 20 down to the 19, and it'll be close to first down yardage. It'll depend on the spot. Looks like he's got it from here. He does. So a 6-yard gain, and that brings up a first down for Concordia. Hake, again, using his speed following his fullback through. I tell you, you talk about Hake and the good back that he's been, but you really have to give a lot of credit to Shea Crum, their fullback. Yes, he's opened up some big holes in this game. Crum the fullback, Hake the tailback. Crum will lead around the left side. Hake trying to get to the corner, and Colby on this one. They'll make the stop, brought down by Eric Schutte and Tanner Elias, but it's a gain of a couple of yards on the play. Give him 4, second and 6.
And a good job by Eric Schutte to string that play out from his defensive end position, uses his hands well, keeps the offensive tackle away from him. He's able to string that play out, but he doesn't finish on top, and that's where Hague's able to fall forward for a good gain.
He's kind of fun to watch because he's such a little guy, but he finishes forward on every play. After being hit, he just keeps going. 2 receivers to the right. This snap is fumbled, and immediately jumping on the football with Bouchard. They were going to throw on the play, and we've seen that where it's always been, just quick little 3-step drops and then let it go. And that time he was looking up the field to see who he was going to throw to before he got it away from center with the football. He's lucky to get it back. 5:53 to go here in the second quarter. 14-0, Concordia with the lead in the football. In the red zone, ball is at the 14-yard line. 3rd down and 6 to go. Back into that wishbone formation. Handoff left side. Hake hit at the line. Penalty flag is down. He's going to get about to the 5-yard, or to the 10-yard line, I should say. It'll be short of the first down, but we'll see what the flag is. Holding on Concordia. Boy, a lot of those tonight. Concordia's hurt themselves with penalties. And these officials are going to have sore shoulders by the end of the night if it keeps up at this rate. Because the flags have been flying.
There's been a lot of laundry on the field. So let's go back to that 2nd down play where Coach Lambert elects to try and throw the ball. Luckily, the Panthers recover the fumble. I mean, that's a good passing down here. You got to be looking at that, especially for Coach Lambert. I mean, he's going to go for it on 4th down. So his 2nd down, he really has nothing to lose trying to go to the air.
3rd down. About 15 to go here, 15 or 16 for Concordia as they break the huddle and head to the line. On the 24-yard line. 1 receiver to the left this time. I formation behind Bouchard, who gets the snap, fakes the handoff, and he's got a screen that's well set up. Caught on the right side, and this one is going to go for 6. Touchdown, Concordia, in a great little play fake set up. It's caught by Ian Nordell, and a touchdown for Nordell on the play of 24 yards. 24 yards.
The Panthers do play action to this side of the field. Norell's playing tight end on the other side. Just flip him out in the flat. Colby has nobody out there to cover him. Michelle's able to put the ball on him. Norell's able to pick it up for a touchdown.
Extra point is up, and did he get it in? He did, just inside the right upright.
Extra point good.
That is good. 4:57 to go. We'll take a break. Back with more after this word from our sponsors on 100.3 The Ride.
The Eagles soar back to your radio after this.
Kansas City Chiefs football is on 100.3 The Ride. Catch all the action each week with Mitch Holtis and Hall of Famer Len Dawson. Kansas City is back on the West Coast Sunday against Conference foe San Diego. Kickoff at 3 Central. Chiefs football on 100.3 The Ride is brought to you by H&R Block, the Great Outdoors Gun Shop, Jack's Automotive and 24-hour towing, Pioneer Feed Yard and Hoxie Feed Yard, the Buckhorn Restaurant at Mitten's TA, Larry and Dinah Dinkel of Mitten Trucking, Logan County Implement, Fitz Meat Market, the Bottle Gallery, and Farm Credit of Western Kansas.
With a successful season under his belt, quarterback Jake Waters returns as the main man in the backfield.
Jake will quarterback sneak it to the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Behind legendary head coach Bill Snyder, the Cats look to tear up the Big 12. Catch all of the action right here on the K-State Sports Network.
Wildcat football on 100.3 The Ride is brought to you in part by Mittens TA, Sprinkler Supply, Edward Jones, Chris Yost, Next Tech Wireless, and Wilson Trailer Sales.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. Chevin Martin back deep to return the kick for Colby. And hits him in the chest on about the 2-yard line, one you probably should just let go into the end zone. He picks it up from there, runs it out, and gets it about 17.
And that's just a young sophomore being back there as your return man, not getting a lot of reps on JV, getting kicks that deep, and they'll get him coached up on the sideline saying, hey, next one, that ball, just let it go over your head and bounce in the end zone, and we'll just start this drive at the 20.
Josh Matchell back in at quarterback again for the Eagles in the pistol formation, 2-back split behind him. Handoff goes to Ben Matchell, cuts it up the field, looking for the corner there, couldn't quite get to it, and he's going to get a yard or so on the play. Ran hard on that one, but just couldn't get the blocking on the corner.
Ben lines up in the backfield this time instead of at the wing. They were trying to get a quicker play to him, not so slow developing. That time, there's nothing going on the outside. Concordia played downhill well from their linebackers and able to stop it at the line of scrimmage.
Holzmeister coming in motion this time. He's going to get the carry going to the left side. Brady jumps over one defender and then pounds his way forward and gets a nice 5-yard gain on the play. Good run by Brady Holzmeister. 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles.
And a sweet play. This time Austin Hart pulls from this side. Good pull. He gets out in front. Nothing doing. Concordia does a good job of playing the outside, and Brady does a good job of sticking his foot in the ground and getting what he can up the middle for a gain of 5.
Holzmeister split to the right side. Matchell looks, throws to the left, and it's low and incomplete. Had time that time, just didn't get it. His feet set, and the throw came up a little short. It looked like it was intended for Ben Matchell there on the left side. So 4th down and long here, and the Eagles will bring the punting unit onto the field. Shooty, the deep snapper. Under center. Had a quick word with Matchell before they got it.
And nobody's covering the Gunners now. Hopefully they get an audible called.
They get the punt away. They did not, though. Call the audible. It's a good punt. It takes a good Colby bounce. That thing's still rolling all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's about a 47-yard punt.
Ball down by Alex Young at the 33-yard.
Great punt by Ben. Gets a great roll. Colby's got good coverage. He's able to finally pick it up after the big punt.
Now, if you're the Eagles, you got 3:37 to go. You're down 21-0. We're in the second quarter. Need to get a stop on this drive right here. Get the football back. Maybe try to get something in before half yet. Still got some timeouts to work with. Concordia handoff up the middle. Crum on the carry. Not much on this one. 190-pound senior gets forward for about 2. Looked like he tripped over his lineman as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by Colin Gugelman, who gets in the game at defensive tackle, spelling Brady Slinger right now. Does a good job of getting low. He's able to trip up Scrum in the backfield. Scrum falls forward for a gain of 2.
Crum and Gugelman, boy, they've been splitting time both offensively and defensively on the year. A couple of juniors that play very well. Colby with you look at next year, not to look ahead, but there's not a single starter on this defensive line. That's the senior. Pitch goes over on the left side. Hake trying to get to the corner. Colby trying to string it out. Good stiff arm by Hake, and he is drugged down out of bounds here on the left sideline. We'll see where they spot him out. He needed the 38 and a half. He's real close. They may bring the chains out for this one. In fact, they will.
And a quick pitch play by Concordia. Takes the fullback one way. Bouchard reverses out and tosses it to Hake. And Hake's able to get the corner and pick up what's close to a first down.
So we'll stretch the chains here. And it looks like it's going to be a little short, not by much. About a half a yard here, so third down and short for Concordia. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the quarter. Panthers break the huddle. Back into that zone formation. Make the handoff to the fullback. The handoff goes to Hake on the right side, and he gets forward for about 4 yards and a first down. It's that misdirection again.
That double dive through, second guy through. Fortunate for Colby, Bryce Armiger is able to make the stop in the second level and keep us from getting a touchdown on it.
First and 10 to go. Same formation. Same play, except the quarterback, Bouchard, keeps it this time, and he's going to wish he handed it off. He was hit in the backfield and brought down, loss of a couple on the play, well defended by the Eagles.
And that's what's dangerous about that double dive. You lull him to sleep, going to the tailback, and pretty soon Bouchard can either boot it or he can follow with it. And that time he follows with it to the play side. But Colby was there, ready in their secondary to bring him down.
Second and long, one receiver to each side, back to the eye. Again, they're cutting at the line of scrimmage. A penalty flag is down, and Bouchard, looking for somewhere to throw, launches it over the middle, incomplete. We'll see what the flag is on the play. I'd not be surprised to see a holding from where that was at. There was some confusion at the line of scrimmage, too, right at the snap of the football, so we could have a violation there.
And a great job by the Eagles secondary. Should have been a coverage sack, but the Eagles just weren't quite able to get to him. Good protection by the Concordia Panthers. Bouchard able to shake off the tackler and get to the outside and throw it away.
Well, 2 penalties on this play. You have an illegal procedure against Concordia, and you also have an intentional grounding called against Concordia. Now, the discussion is, what do you take? Well, you take the intentional grounding because you use the loss of down that comes along with that penalty from where he threw the football. And Coach Lambert talking to the officials about it, saying, wait a minute, he was way outside the tackle box.
Unless that ball didn't make it past the line of scrimmage before it got out of bounds, that's the only way I see it.
And it looked like it did. It was thrown clear across across midfield. It had to have been across the line of scrimmage, so I'm not sure on that ground. I mean, I'm more than happy with the...
No, absolutely. We'll take
it. We need a break after they missed the one earlier.
Yeah, make-up call.
On the punt, and that resulted in a touchdown.
15 yards and a loss of down.
15 yards and a loss of down. Now for Colby, again, third down here, make the quick stop, get the punt. You still got some time to maybe get something positive going into the half with 2:09 to play and a couple of timeouts yet.
Right, and here's where you're thinking down and distance again on the Eagles secondary. You know they're going to be bringing a double move here. They've been doing it all night so far, so you just got to play off a little bit and just wait for them to make that move.
You fake the handoff. You got a little screen set up here looking for Hake. Colby got there so quickly that he didn't have time to set his feet and throw. And Bouchard really arguing with the official, wanting some sort of call on that one. He needs to be careful. He actually bumped him.
And another good...
Quite a few words with him.
Another good read by Colin Gugelman. He's over there. He sniffs out the screen. He's right there as Bouchard's trying to make it happen, but the pass just a little wide of his intended target.
So punting situation, Matchell back deep. Snap is good. Kick an end-over-end one that's going to bounce at the 40. And, boy, that takes a very long bounce. It's going to roll out of bounds to 22. No chance to get to that one. So a minute 54 to go, and Colby has about 78 yards ahead of him here.
And again, this is nothing new. This is they end practice like this every Thursday doing Rocket O. They've got the signals down. They do everything game time, game speed.
Update from Goodland, 7-0. Clay Center leads Goodland at the half. That's the other game in this district tonight. Matchell, again, back in the quarterback. In the pistol. Hands it off on the right side. Ben Matchell looking for the corner, drug down from behind. got hold of his uniform and ripped him to the ground. That was actually Pieper on the carry. And not much on that one. They're going to get a couple of yards.
Just trying to stretch play with Matthew Pieper out of his pistol back position, trying to get to the outside, not able to pick up some key blocks out there. Concordia does a good job of stringing it out. And just Eagles are barely able to get a gain of 2.
Young split to the left side. Holzmeister in the slot to the left. Josh Matchell rolling to his left. Wants to run with it. He does. Takes it up the field, picks up a couple of yards before being brought down to the play. It'll bring up 3rd and long here for the Eagles with 1 minute and 3 seconds and counting. Again, it's not a big game, but it's the right play because there was nowhere to throw to. You don't want to risk it down the field.
Right. You don't want to, and there's no reason to throw it out of bounds. You see green grass go, and Josh does it. Makes a good read. He's able to pick up positive yards for the Eagles and get them to a 3rd down.
38 seconds to go. Matchell gets the snap. This was a running play from the start, and Josh gets to the outside, cuts it up the middle, breaking, tackles near midfield, gets it out to the 44-yard line. Gain of 14, a 1st down for the Eagles. The clock will stop. Let me get the ball set here.
And the Eagles actually show 4 wideouts that time. They got tripped to the far side of the field with single receivers this side and just run them off.
Over the timeout here to stop the clock. Again, it would have started once the chains were set. And really, that's one of those you want to get to the line quickly because it's almost like having a timeout while they're setting the chains. If you can get the play in fast enough, get to the line of scrimmage so that as soon as the ball's whistled ready for play, you can snap it.
Right, and with the no-huddle offense like Colby has, I mean, that's one of the things that is a positive about having this style of offense in these 2-minute drills. You don't have to, wait for a guy to run the play in or look at a wristband. You just got those signals coming in, and you can line up and go.
The other district that we keep an eye on is District 8, because that's the district we will be playing in the 2nd round of things. And there's some familiar teams over there. Holcomb is at Larned tonight. Pratt is at Hugoton tonight. The winner of that district will get the runner-up from our district. Runner-up from our district will get the winner of that district in the 1st round of the state playoffs. Alex Young to the left, Russ to the right. Josh Matchell, that little middle screen, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Ben Matchell, or excuse me, Shevin Martin, the intended receiver on that one.
And the Eagles set it up well, blocked for him a couple of counts and let him go. The Eagles have a bunch of black jerseys up to the 2nd and 3rd level of the Panthers defense, just isn't able to hold on to the football.
Got a little excited.
Yeah.
About the open field ahead of him. Matchell and Russ to the left side. Matchell and Young to the left side, Russ to the right side. Josh Matchell to pass. Hit late on that one. The penalty flag is down. It's caught by his brother, Ben Matchell, who breaks some tackles and now kicks it on the right side. The ball is fumbled. It'll be picked up by Concordia. Here's the deal. It's still our football. We're going to get a roughing the passer on this one. And so Colby's going to retain possession. The unfortunate thing is you could have declined that. We would have had a huge play.
Yeah.
But you can't fault Ben trying to make an even bigger play out of what was already a huge play.
Oh, absolutely. You've only got to play with 24 seconds. You've got to get as many yards as you can.
Let's give some really good credit here to Josh Matchell, too. Okay, here's a kid. He's been out 2 weeks with a concussion. He missed 2 full games, half of another one, or a quarter of another one, with a concussion. Hasn't had a lot of time to get out and practice. He knows when he sets to throw that football, he's going to get green. I mean, there's just no way around it. Still sets his feet, throws a nice strike down the field, and takes a big hit, pops back up. So it's nice to see him healthy and going again, and show some guts from that young man going through what he has here in the last couple of weeks. Missed some school days with it, and ready to go here. Great play. And now you see a dime formation here from Concordia. They're backing everybody off. Josh Matchell looks, throws, and incomplete, looking for Ben Matchell. trying to get to the sideline. It'll go out of bounds. Now we're down to 7 seconds to go here in the half.
And if you're Coach Sims, you keep throwing it with Josh because he hasn't had the reps. You're going to get him some reps here at the end of the half. Not one of those just run it out and get the halftime things. Keep letting him throw. Keep as many reps as you can get him before half.
Yeah, the one throw to the left side, the flats, it wasn't good, but outside of that, the rest doesn't look bad. Gets the snap here. Josh looking down the field. It'll be the last play of the half. It's caught and out of bounds with a second to go. Holzmeister makes the reception at the 28-yard line. It's a first down, and we'll have time for one more play. 1 second left in the half.
And a good corner route by Brady Holzmeister is able to shake his man off. Gets to the sideline, feels the sideline, sets his feet. Josh puts it on the money, brings down a big grab.
Colby takes the timeout here as well. Going to set up some sort of play here to end the half, and now you get into
anything.
Nothing to lose, yeah. The kitchen sink is in play right now. If you're Coach Sims, you can see some hook and ladder type stuff. You can see reverses. Back tosses. Yeah, there's nothing off limits at this point.
And Ben can throw.
Yeah, and you look at early in the season, some of that kind of stuff. You might be more careful going into the half and come back, But this is district play. Yeah. You're down 3 touchdowns right now. There's nothing to lose. You're playing. You got to play for everything at this point in time, and so there'll be a shot taken here.
Oh yeah.
And they may have you go down and throw it, Thomas. Like I said, there's nothing off limits. So here we go. We'll see how they line up with this. Russ to the right side. Matchell and Holzmeister in tight to the right as well. Young to the left. Josh Matchell rolling to his left side. Fires right before the line of scrimmage, and it is knocked away and out of bounds. A penalty flag is down, and I think they were going to say he was across the line of scrimmage when he threw the football. If it is on Colby, it'll be declined and the half will be over. If it's on Concordia, then it'll be accepted. We'll run another play, an on-timed play. And the officials are, I think they're actually consulting the book here. I'm being serious.
There you go.
Yeah. That penalty declined. The half is over. 21-0 is the score in favor of Concordia at the end of the first half of play. We will take a break, come back, get things started with our halftime show. After this word from our sponsors, you're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride.
Welcome to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on 100.3 The Ride. Brought to you by Cornerstone Ag, where they're there for all of your grain storage, handling, and marketing needs. Highlights and a recap from the first half are coming up after this. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Stretch yourself. Protect your home and business and the stuff that you love.
When it comes to insuring your home, vehicles, and valuables, don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff. With Strut Insurance Services of Colby, located just west of Casey's Convenience Store and their store in Brewster. See their ad in the Next Tech directory.
Now take the risk. Strut your stuff. Strut your stuff. Strut Insurance Service in Colby.
Are you running on empty? Service Oil Company in Colby is the place to fill up. Hi, this is Monica with the Service Oil Company. We feature quality Conoco gas at prices that are hard to beat, and we have a great selection of snacks and drinks inside to fill you up. Service Oil Company is focused on bringing you quality fuel at the best prices possible. Come by and experience the difference for yourself. Service Oil Company is open weekdays 8 to 12 and 1 to 5, with pay at the pump open 24/7, located at 4th and Court in Colby.
The fall sports season is in full swing, and it doesn't matter if you're taking it to the house for 6, serving aces, or swinging the clubs this fall. Always remember, Travis and the staff at the Sports Shop in Colby have all the big names and gear you want, from brands like Under Armour, Nike, and Adidas, as well as Asics, Russell, Schutt, and Mizuno. Plus, they got a great selection of shoes and clothes and the best selection of Colby Eagle apparel around. So see them today on South Franklin and Colby, and they also want to wish you all the best of luck with the rest of your sports season.
Welcome to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. It's time to break down the first half and bring you the highlights. Here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. 21-0 the score at the end of the first half of play. Colby trailing Concordia in an interesting ball game. Some of the things we talked about in the pregame were the quick starts in the game. Concordia, gets some opportunities. Colby doesn't do bad defensively in that opening quarter, but then again, got some things going in their favor, got some turnovers. So penalties against Concordia looked like Colby getting all kinds of opportunities in those opening quarters, but couldn't capitalize on it. And then they give up 2 big plays, a 66-yard run, a 79-yard run, and it kind of broke it open for Concordia. But afterward, I think we settled down a little bit here, and Josh came into the ball game. The Eagles are starting to move the football fairly well. But again, got to get something in the end zone. Got to finish a drive.
Right, and it's 3 scores. That's it. It's 3-score ball game, and Colby's done that. Like you said, Colby's done a heck of a job defensively. You just got to finish off a drive here. You got to start. You got to start looking at maybe we need to start throwing on first down. Mixing up your play calls, not being predictable, things like that, and go in and into this second half trying to catch Concordia off balance is what they're doing.
Looking at the scoring in the first half of the ball game, let's run through the scoring and highlights here. Concordia got their first score with 21 seconds to go in the opening quarter on a 66-yard touchdown run by Drake Hake. To Hake, breaking tackles, he's gone. Right up the middle, Hake going to take it into the end zone, touchdown Concordia, no penalty flags down. 66-yard run, extra point good, 7-0 the score. Then with 9:10 to go in the quarter, again, a couple of turnovers that just happened. Colby has to punt. It looks like it hits the Concordia man down the field. In fact, I'm about 98.9% sure that it did hit him. Colby jumps on the football, should be their ball at about the 30. Instead, the official, who was still back in midfield, didn't run with him like you would normally see where he's in position to make the call. Misses it. They keep the ball with Concordia. They discuss it for a while, but they keep it with Concordia. And the next play, 79-yard touchdown run by Drake Hake. Bouchard under center gets the snap. Hands it off on the right side. Hake breaks tackles. He's loose again. Drake Hake had a 66-yarder earlier. This one's going to be 79 yards for the touchdown. Extra point good, 14-0. They did tack on one more in the second quarter. Came with 4:57 to go on a 24-yard touchdown pass from Bouchard to the tight end and Ian Nordell. One receiver to the left. This time, high formation behind Bouchard, who gets the snap, fakes a handoff, and he's got a screen that's well set up. Caught on the right side, and this one is going to go for 6. Touchdown, Concordia, in a 24-yard play. Extra point good, 21-0. That's our halftime score. 9 minutes to go until kickoff in the second half. We'll have more coming up. We'll name our hot hand of the first half for the Eagles after word from our sponsors and our health tip of the week, thanks to Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. Back with more of the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show in just a bit here on 100.3 The Ride.
This is the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on 100.3 The Ride. The health tip of the half is next. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Health insurance has changed. You have new options, but which one is right for you? Farm Bureau agent Vernon Hurd knows health insurance and can help you understand all of your options and the differences between them so you can feel confident about having the right insurance plan for you and your family. Making your health insurance decisions is easier with a Farm Bureau agent by your side. Contact me, Vernon Hurd, your local, trusted Farm Bureau agent in Colby today. I make health insurance simple.
When it comes to your flooring and cabinetry needs, don't forget about Northwest Kansas Decorating, located on West 4th Street in Colby. Stop in and see them today. They have a full line of flooring. Whether it's hardwood, laminate, or carpet, they've got it all at Northwest Kansas Decorating. Plus a great selection of cabinetry and countertops. Stop by and talk to Carrie and the crew today at Northwest Kansas Decorating in Colby about all your flooring and cabinetry needs. Northwest Kansas Decorating, a proud supporter of the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Gunlock, now with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic in Colby. As part of the team at Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, I will not only be there to serve you in all your chiropractic needs, but will also be able to improve your health and well-being with acupuncture and Graston technique. The Graston technique breaks down scar tissue, helps in faster rehabilitation, and treats chronic conditions like joint pain, plantar fasciitis, and fibromyalgia. I'm Dr. Mark Gunlock, inviting you to come see me at Northwest Kansas Chiropractic in Colby and start feeling better today.
Welcome back to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. It's time for the health tip of the half with the doctors at Northwest Kansas Chiropractic.
You may be noticing the word fascia as a hot topic right now in all body-related fields. Many think of fascia as a glorified body stocking, a seamless piece of tissue that saran wraps you just underneath the skin. While this is true of the superficial fascia, it's important to understand it is richly multidimensional tissue that forms your internal soft tissue architecture. From the superficial fascia, it dives deep and forms pods that actually create your musculature like a honeycomb from the inside out. Imagine what it looks like when you bite into a wedge of an orange and when you look at those individually wrapped pods of juice. We're like that too. Fascia also connects muscle to bone, slings your organ structures, cushions your vertebra, and wraps your bones. Imagine for a moment you could remove every part of you that is not fascia. You would have a perfect 3D model of exactly what you look like. Not just in recognizable ways like your posture or facial features, but also the position of your liver and that zigzag your clavicle takes from that break you had as a kid, and how your colon wraps. It turns out fascia's everywhereness is one of the reasons it was overlooked for so long. Until recently, it was viewed as the packing peanuts of soft tissue. Fortunately, research is catching up to what turns out to be a remarkably communicative, sensory, and proprioceptive tissue. Here is some of the newly emerging information about fascia and how you can use it to maximize not just your athletic performance, but also just your plain old ability to feel good in your body. Fascia is a tensional fluid system. While it's difficult for us to understand how a support structure can be a fluid structure, the best analogy I can give is of a sponge. When a sponge dries out, it becomes brittle and hard. It can easily be broken with only a little force because of how crispy it has become. However, when a sponge is wet and well hydrated, it gets springy and resilient. You can crush it into a little ball and it bounces back. You can wring it and twist it, but it is difficult to break. Once we understand that we're like that on the inside, keeping our fascia hydrated takes on more importance. Our mobility, integrity, and resilience are determined in large part by how well hydrated our fascia is. If we get dried out, we're more brittle and at much more greater risk for erosion, a tear, or a rupture. So drink more water. Staying hydrated via drinking continues to be important. But if you have dehydrated fascia, it is more like you have these little kinks in your hose. And so all that water you drink can't actually reach the dehydrated tissue. To be able to get the fluid to all of your important nooks and crannies, you need to first get better irrigated. And to do that, you've got to get work on your soft tissue to untangle your fascia. Graston is a great technique for working on your soft tissue. Movement also gets the hydration out of the tissues, but that movement needs to be varied. This means variation not just of the movements themselves, but also variation of tempo. Not only does moving constantly in the same ways and in the same planes put you at further risk for joint erosion, but you are also dehydrating the fascia in a particular pattern, thus setting up for a brittle tissue that injuries love so much. In anatomy speak, we describe all muscles as having an origin and an insertion. For example, the gastroc muscle, or our calf muscle, originates on the lateral and medial condyles of the femur, or our thigh bone, and inserts on the calcaneus, or our heel. It does this via the Achilles tendon. It makes it sound like it's taped or stapled to be attached at its origin and insertion points. Like it is this separate thing that gets stuck onto other separate things. A more clear and true to human anatomy description would be that the gastroc becomes the Achilles tendon by weaving more densely until muscle becomes tendon, and then becomes the calcaneus bone by weaving more densely until tendon becomes bone. This is important because it gives us an understanding of how you just plain can't have something happen to one part of your body and not have it affect every other part of your body. If you tug on one end of a sweater, you see the tug travel a long distance to the other ends of the sweater. For athletes, this brings the dreaded domino effect into clearer perspective. An example of the domino effect. First, your neck gets injured in a minor whiplash in that teeny tiny no big deal car accident that you had when you were 16 years old. You ignore it and it gets better. But once you enter college, suddenly you have this nagging shoulder pain with all the extra typing and sitting you're doing. As the years go by, you start to think of yourself as a tight-shouldered person, and sometimes you have a pinching pain when you lift your arm. More years go by, and you're now not only a tight-shouldered person, but you also suffer from occasional low back spasms and have developed plantar fasciitis, which you assume must be because you're a runner and everyone says running is bad for you. I could go on, but you get the idea. The thing is, this person is experiencing is actually the long, slow drain of an unaddressed compensatory pattern on your body, but in our culture, we call it just getting old. The best way to avoid the domino effect is to keep your fascia healthy so that nothing gets jumbled up in the knit of the sweater. When your tissue retains or regains its natural spring, the rebound effect of the fascia allows you to use less muscle power and therefore fatigues less rapidly. Want to jump higher, run faster, and throw farther? You'll need to pay attention to nourishing the elastic quality of your fascia. It turns out fascia is one of our richest sensory organs with between 6 to 10 times higher quantity of sensory nerve receptors than the muscles. Therefore, well-hydrated and supple fascia is crucial to maintaining your natural settings for alignment and function, and maintaining those natural settings will help keep small problems from snowballing into larger problems. For more information about fascia in your body, visit us online at nwkchiro.com or like our Facebook page. This is Dr. Eric Griggs with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, inviting you to stop in and see us and start feeling better today.
When the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show returns, we will name the McKee Incorporated Hot Player of the first half, and we'll give you our keys to the second half. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Fall's perfect for getting cozy, and that makes it the perfect time to call McKee Incorporated for a new Lennox home comfort system. And right now, receive a rebate of up to $1,700 on your qualifying Lennox purchase. Call McKee Incorporated at 785-462-3132 today. That's 785-462-3132 for the perfect sale on a system that can make you comfortable this season and throughout the entire year. Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride. 1 minute, and then we get rolling. We're set for the second part of the football game tonight, the second half underway. Down to name our McKee Incorporated hot hand of the first half. We were talking about it because there's a lot of kids that played hard in this game, but going to give it to Josh Matchell. Came in, again, second quarter of the ball game today. Missing a couple of weeks with concussion, and really, you saw him run the football well in a couple of plays. The offense seemed to be starting to pick up a little bit more momentum, a little spark when he got in there, and then made a couple of nice throws, especially that one out on the sideline there with a guy in his face, completes it to Ben, and it was a huge play. Ended up being a fumble at the end of it, but the penalty kept the ball with the Eagles. But again, a spark, and that's what Colby needs. He needs something momentum, a little bit of spark, something to get him going here in the second half of this football game tonight. And I think Josh was a great little spark there late in the second quarter.
Absolutely. We started moving the ball a little bit, like you said. When Josh comes into the game, he makes a couple good throws and keeps some plays alive with his legs. He's very comfortable back there in the pocket. Even when it breaks down, he's able to get outside the pocket, keep some plays extended, and is able to make some good throws on some second reaction routes from his receivers.
We are a few minutes away from the second half kickoff. Two teams are on the field now, getting warmed back up. We'll see if Eagles can get a little momentum in the second half of this ball game. They will start on the defensive side as they won the coin toss and chose to get the football to start the ball game. So when we come back, Colby will get set to kick it away to Concordia, and the second half of football will be coming up after this word from our sponsors. This has been the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show, and the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
The Eagles soar back to your radio after this.
Cornerstone Ag is committed to the Northwest Kansas community because they're proud to be a part of it. At Cornerstone Ag, the staff works hard to be your local answer to all of your grain storage and handling needs, as well as a great local marketing resource. Their service is fast and friendly, with questions being answered on site by their professionals. During non-peak times, they can even assist you with pickup and delivery services. Cornerstone Ag, where local customer service is not just a priority, it's the only way they'll do business.
Local farmers and businesses are the backbone of our community. They provide jobs for local people and supply our community with important goods and services. Here at Farmers and Merchants Bank, we invest heavily in our community for the future of the community. Last year alone, our bank participated and sponsored over 100 events representing over 50 groups and service organizations. If you ever wondered where your deposits go, just look around. Our name says it all, Farmers and Merchants. Together, making a difference. We'd like to encourage you to shop and bank locally. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
This has been the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show on 100.3 The Ride. Brought to you by Cornerstone Ag in Colby, where they serve the area's grain storage, marketing, and handling needs. Now, with the call of the second half, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on radio. Colby football on 100.3 The Ride. Set for the second half. Colby trailing Concordia 21-0. Played good to move the football again at times in the opening half of the ball game, but still struggling with punching something into the end zone. We'll see if they can get that rolling here in the second half. The unfortunate part is Clay Center, they're kind of good in the third quarter. In fact, they're really good in the third quarter. They've given up just no third quarter points on the season. They've given up 6 in the first quarter, no third quarter points on the year to any team coming into the ball game. They've also scored 27 points in the third quarter on the season. So they are a very good third quarter team. So the Eagles need to break that streak here tonight and get some things going. Matchell to kick it away for the Eagles. Ben has kicked the ball well tonight, fronting. He's had to do it a lot. He goes a little squib kick here. Takes a good Colby bounce, kind of pops up into the air and picked up by one of the upbacks who gets around the right side and then is drilled at the 41-yard line. Nice little return, and the ball may have come loose on the end of that. And Coach Gardner trying to talk to the officials, didn't like something here on that. The clock has 11:52 on it instead of what should be 7:52 of it. No, that's right. Clock's correct. I'm not sure what he was looking at the clock and pointing at something. And now talking to the official about it here as we get set for the snap of the ball. Bouchard is under center, one receiver to each side, I formation. Handoff second back through. Hake hit and stopped at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard. 2nd and 9 to go.
Concordia comes out in a formation we haven't seen yet tonight from him. Come out in a straight high formation, pro left. One receiver this side of the field with a tight end. On the far side of the field, the receiver playing off the line of scrimmage, high formation, the backfield. Just a little blast play, inside blast for Hake, and he's nothing doing. Eagles stop him for a gain of 2.
11:21 to go. Eagles set to go, or defensively. Handoff going to go to the fullback on the left side. That's Crum on the carry. Hit at the line and stop. 2 good defensive plays for the Eagles here to start the second half of the game. Eric Schutte in on the play for Colby.
Great job. Just a little dive play to the fullback dive. Crum, able to come in, pick up a yard on the play, maybe 2. Then he's stopped by Alex Young, Ben Matchell, Eric Schutte. All are there to make the play on the ball.
3rd and long, and this is where Colby needs to make a stop. Make sure it stays 3rd and long because Concordia likes to go for it on 4th and 3 or less. They're going to run a little pass to the outside, broken up at the last second. Nice diving play in front of that one to knock the ball away by the Eagles. And it brings up 4th down now and 7 to go. As Holzmeister gets a hand on that. Boy, Holzmeister moved over to that free safety position, and he has been very, very good the last 3 weeks playing there for Colby. Natural fit.
He reads eyes very well. He reads the quarterback's eyes. He makes a play over the top on that one. Sticks in the correct arm. The inside arm still has that left arm draped over the receiver in case that ball squeaks through to make the tackle. He's able to knock it away. Oh, great play.
Punting situation. Colby going after it. They get it away. Not a very good punt as he had to hurry. It's rolling. Matchell coming up on it, thinking about picking it up, but Clay Center had gotten enough guys back there. He makes the right decision. Lets it set. The Eagles will start with decent field position, though. They're going to start the 27-yard line. Josh Matchell back in to lead the troops here at quarterback. He came in the second quarter for Colby and played well.
Absolutely. Josh is really trying to shake out the rust and, not getting that many snaps through the last couple of weeks. Well, no snaps, I guess, and then just a few this week. And he's come in and played well so far tonight.
He gets the snap, hands it off, and the little sweep play, end around play to Ben Matchell out of the slot. Ben's going to get it across the 30-yard line, a gain of 3, give him 4 on first down.
Good play, nice little stretch play by the Eagles. Ben Matchell coming around on that wing motion. Was able to pick up a big block on the outside by the left guard. Bryce Armiger makes a good kick-out block. Ben cuts up underneath of it. Was able to hit the hole hard for a gain of 4.
This time it's going to go right up the middle and breaking tackles. It's Pieper. He's loose at the 40, the 30, the 20. Can he keep it? The 10. He's got a player on his back. Did he get in? No. They're going to spot him down at the 1-yard line. We'll keep that play back, but a great one for the Eagles as they get it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Pieper on the carry, and the Eagles got a chance to punch it in here and get some momentum in the second half.
And just a little fullback dive by Matt Pieper. Runs up the 2-hole between Casey Cugliano, Austin Hart, and is able to pick up some big yardage and almost outruns everybody. Concordia just catches up to him at the end and stops him at it looks like it's going to be the 3 or 4 yard line.
Yeah, they'll spot him at the 354-yard run on the play for Pieper. That is his longest carry on the season. Matchell in the pistol. Pieper behind him. Ben Matchell in motion across the formation. Pieper on the carry right side. Pounding his way forward. The line trying to help him out, but he's not going to get in. Maybe a 1-yard gain or so on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal to go from the 2.
And the same play as the last one, Pieper just has to bounce it out of hole because Concordia does a good job of getting into the A-gaps and closing that down. Pieper bounces out and is able to pick up a yard on the play.
He deserves to get it in. You run it 54 yards, my goodness. If there's any way possible, you let him get the 6 out of it. 2nd and goal to go for the Eagles from the 2-yard line. Matchell will go under center this time. They go to a straight I formation. Ben Matchell, the tailback. Pieper, the fullback. He'll get the carry. Right side spinning. Is he in? No indication yet. It looked like he got in. They're going to say no.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my. Looked like he had it. The nose of the football is right at the goal line. Colby quickly to the line of scrimmage here. We'll get to the line. Matchell under center. Going to keep it himself on the right side. Touchdown! Ben Matchell takes it in on the right side. The Eagles are on the board. A 1-yard run by Josh Matchell. And Colby with their first points of the game. And making it interesting here tonight. Good momentum to start the second half.
Absolutely. And, we went into halftime. We were talking about, we need to sustain a drive and finish one off, get down, get some first downs. And, Colby picks up a big chunk of that drive on one play and is able to finish it off, something that we struggled with the last couple of weeks in the red zone. This time he was able to finish it off on 3rd down and punch it in for 6.
Big plays are good, too. Extra point, snap a little off, but Holzmeister gets it down, but not in time, and this is no good. And that one just a rush situation because the snap was off to begin with, throws the timing on. The kick does not go in, but Colby is on the board. It's 21-6 in favor of Concordia with 8:14 to go here after the 1-yard touchdown run by Josh Matchell. And it was a good play on that one. Concordia thinking right up the middle again. We've seen him run it several times this year. Fake it up the middle, keep it yourself around the outside. Josh using his speed gets it in. And now we got to build on it and put together another defensive play here. We saw the momentum changing before half. Can we carry it here into the second half?
Absolutely. And Coach Wilderman is in there talking to his kickoff team right now about what they're going to do. They might try a little angled squib here. They might just kick it deep and play the field position. But either way, defensively, you've got to ramp up here a little bit and try and get figure out a stop on defensively.
I'm usually not a fan of the squib kick. I like to kick it down as far as you can. But the last time, that was on the ground a long, long time before Concordia came up and played that, and that's dangerous. This time they kick it away, Matchell. A short kick, though, caught it about the 25-yard line and taking it around the outside. And not a whole lot on that one for Logan Higbee. He's the kicker for Concordia, and they're going to spot him down at about the 32.
And good kickoff coverage by the Eagles. It looks like the 22 Tate Carney's down there is able to grab an ankle as number 13 for Concordia is able to pick up a couple extra yards afterwards, but then the rest of the Eagles do a good job of running down the field, closing their lanes, and they're able to stop the ball carrier.
Yeah, the kick was over to the left side of the field with a right return on that one, so he had to run a long way just to get out to where his blockers were. Handoff left side, Hake on this one. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Again, he finishes forward and gets a few yards. You know, the way he finishes a play, it reminds me, you look at backs that have been that way throughout history. A Marcus Allen type. Not necessarily the biggest running back, not necessarily the fastest, although Hake's pretty quick. But he finds a way when he gets hit to finish forward every play. It's kind of impressive to watch.
Absolutely. You talk to a good running back coach, and they're always talking about doubling your feet on contact, just like a linebacker or a defensive player would do to try and finish forward on top, and Hake does a great job of it.
Second down and 6 to go. This time it'll be a handoff to Hake again, this time going up the middle, and he cuts it back and picks up about 6 yards, giving him 7. And this may be a first down. The spot is going to be on the 40-yard line. That should be enough. Yeah, it is. And now we have an injured Eagle on the play. Colby player was down on that one, which is never good news. And it looks like it's Austin Hart. As Colin Gugelman comes into the ball game. Hart, a big key to this defensive line for Colby. 13 tackles. He's got a fumble recovery on the season. He's on his feet now. But also, again, a starter on the offensive side at guard for Colby. It looks like he gets up holding that left arm, so an arm or a shoulder type injury on this. And, of course, they will look him over as soon as he gets to the sideline here, and hopefully he's okay.
And we're not losing much here. Colin Gugelman, you know, we're 6 guys deep on this defensive line. I mean, Hart's a great player, great defensive tackle, but we can sub in Colin Gugelman, who's got a lot of minutes, a lot of plays this year, a lot of reps on this varsity team.
Same thing on the offensive side. Gugelman filling the role there. Back to the wishbone here on 1st and 10. Handoff going to go to Crum, the fullback. Big kid, runs hard, gets a couple of yards, about 4 to the 44-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 6 to go. And Shea Crum, 190-pound senior.
Another just little fullback dive, first guy through on that inverted bone, and Crum's able to keep those big legs turning, able to carry a Colby defender or two, and is able to fall forward for game 4.
He had a 65-yard touchdown reception against the Eagles last year. This season, they have not completed a pass to him, not thrown to him. Handoff again up the middle. This time again stopped by Colby. This one just a 1-yard gain on the play. And again, Crum on the carry. So third down at about, well, a long 3. We'll call it 4 yards to go. Again, here's one where Colby needs to make a play here. Brady Slinger comes into the ballgame for Colby. Gugelman comes out.
Austin Hart also comes back onto the field for the Colby, so that's a good sign for the Eagles.
Third down. And about 4 to go here. Wishbone. Handoff left side. Drake trying to get to the corner. He does. Turns it up the field. Colby closing. Elias forcing him out of bounds and saving the touchdown. They'll spot him in Colby territory at the 42-yard line, and a big gain of about 12 yards and first down.
And Colby almost has Hake caught in the backfield. Great block on the outside by Concordia, and great read by Hake, able to stop his momentum, stop his feet, stick a foot in the ground, get outside, and take up a first down and more.
So 1st and 10 to go. 43-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. I formation this time for Bouchard. Handoff, Crum, the fullback. Starts to the left, cuts to the right, and he is loose down the middle of the field. A penalty flag is down as he's brought down at about the 20-yard line. It'll be a 21-yard gain if it stands, but we'll see what the flag is in. Thrown deep down the field, could be a hold.
Yeah, it looks like the area of a holding on a receiver.
It is. Now, from the spot of the foul, it's still going to be a gain. They're going to get first down over, and it's going to be first and probably 5 or 6 when they mark this off. So we'll see here. They get it marked down at about the Eagle 38-yard line. So it's going to be first down and 6 to go. But, again, that was a huge play by Hake up the middle. You know, in the season coming into today, he only had 47 yards rushing. They were really pounding away with him up the middle tonight. This time they go to Hake on the right side, and he's going to pick up about 4. Close to the first down of the play. So they're going to spot him right at it. They may bring the chains down for this one. Nope. They're going to say first down. He's got it. 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go. We are in the third quarter. It's 21-6 in favor of Concordia. And they are driving again here. Colby with a big touchdown to start this second half. Wanting to get another opportunity with their offense. 1 receiver right, slot back in motion from right to left. They fake the handoff. Bouchard keeps it himself, and he is hit at the line and stopped. Maybe a yard on the play. Good job by the Eagles defensively there up front. Ben Matchell, Schutte in on the play.
Eric Schutte makes a great play. He uses his hand, gets off the cut block, and able to sit there, sits down in his stance, and is able to slow play the option of Broussard and Hay coming around the outside. Bouchard tries cutting it up, and Schutte's there for the tackle.
A lot of cut blocking by Concordia. You see a lot of guys on all 4s chopping away. Handoff right side, and nothing. That one's stuffed by the front 3 for the Eagles defensively, and the linebackers coming through there as well. Great job by Colby Slinger in on the play.
Big James J. there in the middle of the nose guard. Don't usually call his name a whole lot, but does a heck of a job standing up and clogging in the middle of the Concordia Panthers offensive line. And then Ben Matchell's able to follow up there with him and help clean up on the second down.
Trying to fix the helmet of Dante Whitfield. We have an official timeout. There's a loss of a yard of the play. It's going to bring up third down and 9 to go for Colby. But you talk about that, and here's the deal. You know, Ethan J. had 4 tackles on the season, but that's not his job.
No.
You know, you make the tackle when you can, but your job's to stuff it up and let the linebackers take care of business.
Absolutely.
He's done it very well on the air. 3rd and 9. They're going to run a play to the right side to Hake, and he is smothered at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play. Great job by the Eagle defense. And it's going to bring up 4th and long, and now what does Concordia do?
And a great job on the outside by the Eagles taking care of C-gap out there. You got Bryce Armiger playing defensive end, Brady Slinger playing that left side defensive tackle, and then behind him you've got Shelvin Martin and Ben Matchell coming in to clean it up. And just a great job at stopping it for no gain on the play and bringing up 4th down.
If they line up to punt, beware if you're Colby. They spent way too long in the huddle on this for it to be a punt. Now they're going to go for it on 4th and long.
And you got to watch the hard count here.
They go with a quick count. They took a lot of time in the backfield. It's a quarterback keeper. It was a tremendous play fake. Did they stop him short? It looks like they did. This is going to depend on the spot. Bouchard very close to the first down. He faked the handoff to the left side, kept it himself to the right, made a great run.
Colby football.
Colby football. Great job by the Eagle defense here. Now, a chance to move it down the field again here and see if you can get some more points on the board, get this back to a one-possession ball game. And again, Points are also a factor in these games. Into that playoff system, you have that 13-point positive or negative, up to 13 points that you can gain or lose on any given day. That helps with the tie-breaking situations. Right now, not in Colby's favor.
No.
It would be a negative 13. Here's the snap. Take the handoff. Matchell gets to the corner, and a great block by Ben Matchell. Josh dances down the sideline and a first down. Ben Matchell decleated the man in front of him, and Josh, a great job of communicating on that one, too. Ben's the pitch man. And Josh says, I got room. Get out in front of me. And Ben says, don't mind if I do, brother. And knocks him down. Great run.
Great run, just pitch relationship all the way. Then you just see Josh's head turn to Ben. Ben makes a bolt in and just makes a big crack back on Crum for the Concordia Panthers, and Josh is able to get up the sideline for a big first down.
Josh in the pistol. Handoff up the middle this time, and a nice run by the pistol back, Matthew Pieper, 5 yards. 2nd and 5, just out to the 45-yard line of the Eagles.
Fullback dive by Pieper from his pistol back position. Is able to pick up 5 yards on first down. He's able to really get some good chunks of yards on first down.
Set to go again, Ben Matchell and Holzmeister are the slot backs. Ben in motion from left to right. They're going to give him the football, trying to get to the right edge, waits for the blockers, and then springs forward for a 6-yard gain and a first down. They spot him a little shy there right at midfield, but that should be enough.
And they run a G on that play, that little stretch play. They pull off and hard the play side guard and just loads up on the cornerback and is able to put him in the ground. Great block by Austin Hart. And then Ben just follows it, knows what to do, and picks up a first down and then some.
What you like on it is the patience running the football by Ben Matchell as well. He had to wait for that block to develop, wait for it to get there, and then take care of it. Now, the clock was running for part of that. It's supposed to stop when they set to till they get the change set. So they add 7 seconds to the game clock, and now they'll blow ready for play, and it will start again. Well, now it's not starting. It should be running now.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. We're at home. Eagles to the left side. Austin Young split out wide to the left. Holzmeister in motion, and they may get him for jumping there because he took a little step and then went into motion. It's got to be fluid there. And I think it's one of those, he wasn't supposed to be in motion. Realized he was moving and then went in motion. They teach you that. Hey, if you get caught, go in motion. But the official's all over that one. It's a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 to go. Let's hope that doesn't hurt us. Austin Russ to the right side for Colby. 2 catches, 15 yards in the season. Holzmeister in motion intentionally this time. The handoff goes up the middle. Pieper on the carry. He's got about 6 yards. There is a penalty flag down. And this is either going to be a holding or a face mask. And Pieper got up holding his face mask. The official gets up holding his wrist. So that is a holding penalty. And that's going to be from the spot of the foul, which was right at the line of scrimmage. So about 10 yards on top of that. It's going to be first down and 25 here for the Eagles.
And still first down.
Yeah. What you got to do, though, is forget about the distance on this now. Let's go get 7 yards.
Yeah.
Just chip away at it. Young to the left side. Matchell gets the snap. Josh going to pitch it to Ben this time. Josh takes a hit. Ben keeps running. In fact, he's got about 17 of those yards back as he's knocked out of bounds across midfield at the 48-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. And what a play here. There is a penalty flag down at the end of that one.
Ben got dragged down kind of goofy, maybe a horse collar or something.
Yeah. Face mask. Face mask against Concordia. Tell you what, though, what a run. Good 17-yard chunk taken out of that one.
And we've seen this formation, we hadn't talked about it yet tonight, but just one other time tonight where they line up Pieper, Holzmeister, and Ben Matchell all on the left side of Josh on the far side of the field from us, and then have a receiver out there and just...
And that time they ran the option with it. The first time Holzmeister was just a keeper.
Yeah.
And he had a good play on that one as well. You got all those blockers in front of him. It's a play you've actually seen Bill Snyder in K-State ran a lot when they had Colin Klein.
Right.
Like to power things up there, and basically your quarterback's just a running back with all kinds of blockers in front of him. So with the penalty, it makes it still first down. It's at the end of the play, so it's actually 1st and 4. And now right side, Matchell on the carry again, and he refuses to go down. He picks up another 8 yards and a first down for Colby. So it looked like they were in deep trouble at a 1st and 25, and all of a sudden it ends up being a 1st and 4, and now a 1st and 10 to go for Colby as they pick it up. 1:01 to play here in the third quarter, 21-6. Colby trails, but they're driving again here. And the Eagles have really found their rhythm here offensively. Young to the left side, Holzmeister to the right side. 2 backs in the backfield. Matchell looks, throws, and completes it to Holzmeister, who's knocked out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. And that'll be close to first down yardage. Give him 9 on first down there.
Fourth down by Zach Kyle.
Colby runs a split out each side of the field. Holzmeister the near side. Both sides mirrored routes. Just run deep hitch routes. Brady's able to, or Josh makes a nice throw. Brady's able to run his guy off, stick a foot in the ground, turn back. Ball's right on the money. He's able to pick up 8 yards on the play.
Young split to the left side for Colby. Matchell will be in the slot to the left. 2-back split behind Josh Matchell. Handoff up the middle. This is a penalty flag on this one. It's going to be a first down before the penalty, and Pieper, the pistol back on the carry. But again, the yellow hanky on the field. Face mask again. Face mask against Concordia.
And we talk about, before the face mask play, we talk a lot about Matthew Pieper and his style of running. He just keeps those legs turning and turning, and that play, the second effort got him that first down before the face mask.
And again, that 5-yard penalty is marked off from the end of the play, the end of the run. So now Colby with a 1st and 10 to go. They're at the 19-yard line. Matchell, Josh Matchell, in the pistol. Ben Matchell coming around. They hand it off to Ben on a little counter-type play, and he's going to take it inside the 15 and down to about the 14. Give him 6 yards on first down.
Now you see Josh after that play look back and kind of throw his hands up to Coach Sims. A little bit of a broken play, but a heck of a run by Ben to take that handoff, cut it back to the left side where he's got a guard pulling to, and is able to pick up positive yards on the play and keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, just 4 actually on that one with the spot. Alex Young to the left side. And that's going to be the end of the quarter. Wow, that one moved fast. 21-6. Colby moving the football. They trail, though, at the end of 3 quarters. 4th quarter coming up after this word from our sponsors on 100.3 The Ride.
The Eagles soar back to your radio after this.
Football season is here, and it's time to get that game day meal ready. Well, Pizza Hut of Colby has always had great pizza and service that allow you to have a tasty meal that's convenient. They have the lunchtime buffet in their renovated restaurant, and they still have carry-out and delivery services for those of you who want to eat at home. Colby Pizza Hut is now a Wing Street location as well. With 3 different types of wings and 8 sauces, you can find the perfect combo for watching football. You can get that perfect game day meal with pizza or wings from Pizza Hut and Wing Street in Colby.
It's time someone stood up for breakfast. The meal that sets the tone for your entire day. Hey, a soy latte isn't breakfast. Toaster pastries from a vending machine aren't either. Fluffy scrambled eggs, sizzling sausage, bacon. This is breakfast. And this is what's in Taco John's breakfast burritos, along with nacho cheese and golden potato olays, wrapped up like scrambled sunshine. They're the best breakfast burritos in town. Only at Taco John's.
Taco John's. Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wieland.
2nd down and 6 to go. Colby with the football out of the timeout. Handoff's going to go on the left side. Ben Matchell trying to get to the corner. Actually, it's Holzmeister. Good stiff arm. Now he jumps over another defender inside the 10-yard line down to the 9. Holzmeister on the carry for the Eagles. And that is going to be just shy of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 to go for Colby.
Brady on the stretch play makes a good run.
getting to the outside. Big Austin Hart's in front of him. Austin does a good job not blocking in the back there on the cornerback and just kind of gets in his way. Brady cuts up behind him, picks up 8.
Josh Matchell gets the snap, running to his right side, trying to get to the corner, backing up. Now turning around to his left side. It's a pass play. Fires down the field, looking for Young, and now he's hit right before the ball got there. The crowd going nuts, wanting a penalty flag. I agree with him. He was pushed right as the ball got there. And it's going to bring up 4th and 1 to go.
Great play by Josh Matchell, extending that one with his legs. Doesn't have anything going to the right. Concordia does a great job stretching it out. Josh just turns back to the left, gets the ball out of his hands in the vicinity of a receiver. Unfortunately, the Eagles don't pick up the offense or the personal pass interference call.
So now we go. Big 4th down for the Eagles at the 9-yard line. They need to get it down to the 8. Keep this drive alive. Get this back to a one-possession contest. Josh Matchell will go under center. High formation behind him. Handoff's going to go to Ben Matchell. Stutter step. Cuts to the right side. He's got the first down as he drives it inside the 10 and all the way down to about the 6-yard line. So a gain of 4. First down for Colby, and it'll bring up 1st and goal to go from there.
A great run by Ben, but an even greater job by the offensive line. Just getting in there, getting him a big hole, and Ben just puts his head down, hits it as hard as he can. And the offensive line just kind of carries him forward, too. He starts pushing on the pile.
The offensive line got in the yard, and Ben made it 3. Good play. 1st and goal to go from the 6 for the Eagles. Josh into the pistol. Handoff goes right side. Brady Holzmeister. This one well defended by Concordia as Holzmeister back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and goal to go.
Concordia does a good job stretching that play out to the far side of the field. Brady's got nowhere to go. Does a good job just getting back to the line of scrimmage and leaving the Eagles for 2nd goal on the 6th.
Into the 2nd quarter of this ball game, or 4th quarter, I should say. 10 minutes, 26 seconds to go in this one. Colby down 21 to 6 to score. Josh Matchell awaits the snap, gets it, hands it off left side, powering forward inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4 on the carry, and this is Pieper out of the backfield. And Pieper gets a couple of yards. Now it's 3rd and goal to go from the 5, just inside it.
And this is obviously 4-down territory, but a huge 3rd down for the Eagles. Got to get a good chunk of this change, or a good chunk of this distance, excuse me.
So here we go. Colby will break the huddle. Head up to the line of scrimmage. Austin Russ going to be wide to the right side. Holzmeister in the slot to the left. 2 backs to the left of Josh Matchell. Handoff Ben Matchell. Takes it to the right side. Powers forward. He didn't get into the end zone, but he did get it down to about the 2. And now this is going to bring up a huge play for Colby. 4th down to go. Goal to go from about the 2-yard line.
4th down and 2. Concordia's getting a goal line set. They've brought all their linebackers up to about a yard off the line of scrimmage. Still playing that 4-3. They're walking their safeties down as well on the outside.
See Coach Sims taking time to get the right play called. 8 on the play clock as they head to the line. 2 receivers to the left, including Ben Matchell in the slot out to the left side. They're looking to the right. Not there. Josh Matchell scrambling. Going to turn back to the left side. Gets around the corner. Looks, throws, has a man. A diving catch in the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Colby Eagles, what a play. In the back corner of the end zone. They come up with a huge reception. Ben Matchell pulls it in for the Colby Eagles. A diving effort. And Colby has this one back to a 21-12 game, and now they're going to have to go for 2 here, Thomas.
Yeah, you got to go for 2 here. The missed extra point got tipped earlier on the high snap. A little timing went off, so you got to go for 2, trying to get it back to a 1-possession game.
Eagles head up to the line of scrimmage for the 2-point conversion attempt. Josh Matchell gets the snap, going to roll to his left side, pitches it out to Ben. Ben cuts it up the middle, dives forward, stretches out, but does not get in. Does not get in. They're going to spot him down shy. So, the 2-point conversion fails, but the Eagles get the touchdown reception. It's 21-12. A lot of time left. 8:41 to go in this one. Back with a kickoff after this.
For one-stop shopping in Colby, Kansas, don't forget about Colby's Walmart. Walmart in Colby has a great selection of grocery items in the store. From meat to macaroni, they've got it in the grocery department of Walmart. And, of course, all the latest movies on DVD or Blu-ray, as well as your favorite PlayStation or Wii games. Walmart in Colby also has clothes, dog food, and, of course, the pharmacy there to serve you as well. Walmart of Colby, proud to be part of the community and proud to support local high school student-athletes. For all your one-stop shopping, it's Walmart in Colby.
Well, there's a little bit of chill in the air, and they can take that chill off you there at Plum Creek Limited. See the new arrivals they do have for ladies and for men of clothing for fall and winter. Really some good buys right now, too. And, of course, they're marking down the summer rack. So come on in and save at Plum Creek and see the new colors of fall. Kind of about as bright as what the colors will be when it gets here, y'all. The colors of fall found at Plum Creek in downtown Colby. Remember them for a wedding, too. Booking your tuxedos.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. Great ball game on our hands here tonight. 21-12 to score. And Austin Hart kicking instead of Ben Matchell for the Eagles. And a little angle kick here toward the sideline. It touched the Concordia player and then went out of bounds. So it's not a penalty as Kopic couldn't pull it in. It'll be out of bounds right there at the 27-yard line, and that's where Concordia will start this drive. Had he not touched it, it would have been out of bounds and a penalty. So this works out great for Colby. Things are turning into our favor a little bit here, but a missed two-point conversion still means this is a two-possession game. So you got to stop, you got to score, and then you got to stop and score. So defense, you need quick stops. 3 and outs would be tremendous at this point. Concordia heads to the line of scrimmage. Ethan Bouchard, the quarterback under center, fakes the handoff to the right side, to the left side, hands it off right side to Drake Hake. Hake hit and stopped for his short gain, and the momentum in this game has shifted atrociously into Colby's favor, really starting late in that second quarter and building here into the second half. Gain of 3.
And Haggs will pick up 3 on the play. A good play on the for the linebacker from Colby, Dante Whitfield, the young sophomore, coming down, making a play, playing downhill, and was able to stop him for only 3. And that's that double dive that they've been running and scoring on.
Here's that wishbone formation. Bouchard under center, turns, hands it off. Hake on the left side, same area, and a similar result. Short gain on the play of a few yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And about 4 to go. And again, it's 4 down territory for Concordia, so it doesn't matter. They're going. I mean, they want to keep these chains moving. So you need to get a stop here with no gain or a loss even, and make a punt the football away. Because if it's within 1 or 2 yards, tradition says Lambert goes for it.
Yeah.
Hake will line up deep in this formation. Again, it's that zone behind him. Under center is Bouchard. Hands it off to Hake. Hit and stopped immediately. Maybe a yard on the play at the most, and it's going to bring up 4th down and a good 3+ here for Concordia.
And a great play coming downhill by Alex Young from his weak linebacker position. Just comes downhill, hits Hake at the line of scrimmage, forces the 4th and 4.
They're going to go for it here. This is a gutsy call by Coach Lambert. Because Colby has a lot of momentum, and this would be tremendous field position.
They got to watch the hard count again.
Hake, the tailback. Colby waiting on the hard count here, and they are not moving. And Concordia will take a timeout. Good call on that one, Thomas. They were trying to get Colby to jump. The Eagles clinching a little, but never coming into the neutral zone. And now we head to a timeout here. We're going to keep it here. And now, most likely going to see a punting formation. Not saying we're going to see a punt necessarily, but a punting formation here from Concordia.
Brad, but if you're Coach Gardner, you're down there with your defense, your defensive coordinator. You're going over every situation that they're not going to punt in.
And I tell you, I don't know if you put Maxwell Bay deep. As good as he is as a defensive stopper, do you keep him in and let somebody else return? They're not going to do that. They're going to put Ben back. but he's going to have his head on the swivel for sure.
And maybe they don't set Ben as deep as they have been tonight. Every punt that's gone up today has fallen 10 yards short of him. So we'll see if they send Ben back as deep as they have been.
We know they've got kids with legs.
Ben's got to get up. They're not in punt.
No, they are running an offensive play. The Eagles are bustling up here on 4th down. Bouchard under center. Again, you can't jump. They're going to pitch it over on the left side. Hake trying for the corner. He's got the first down. He's out of bounds. Shy of the 40-yard line. That is a gutsy play call by Coach Tim Lambert, but it pays off. It does go out of bounds, though. So that stops the clock. 6:34.
Just a sweet play this side of the field out of the I formation. Colby's just not quite able to set that edge. Concordia is able to wash down the defensive end. The linebackers aren't quite there. They've got some head lead blockers out there to pick them up.
And here's a broken play that time. It was a little read option type play. The quarterback stuffing it into the chest of Shea Crum, the fullback, and hanging on to it for a long time and realized that he just let him have it. Both of them were going to go down. Colby was all over that one from the start. No gain, 2nd and long here, 2nd and 10. They did give him a half a yard. Clock running, 6:07 to go. Colby trailing 21-12. It's been all Colby in the second half of this game, but they need to get the football back. Concordia back to the line of scrimmage here. I formation. Pitch is going to go left side to Hake, trying to get to the outside, and Colby all over it once again. It's going to bring up 3rd down now, and about 7 to go as he picks up a couple on the play. Concordia scored the first 21 points in this ball game. Colby has scored 12 here in the second half. 3rd down and 7 to go for Concordia. Colby again needing to make a stop. Zachary Kyle split to the left side for Concordia. You got to keep your eye on him. They haven't thrown in a long time. They showed they're capable. Handoff's going to be a fake, and here is the pass on the right side, incomplete. A little too high that time, intended for Ian Nodell. It brings up 4th down. Does he go again?
Who knows? On the last play, that's what they ran earlier. Concordia did with the tight end.
Nordell,
yeah. That's what the play that they scored on. They just slipped him out in the flats. Colby, the responsibility right now for this week's falling on that outside backer to be out there in that flat covering him, which is where he's got anyway on his pass drop, getting the flats. But Dante Whitfield stepped behind him there. Just luckily Concordia overthrew Norrell.
4th and 7. They will punt this time. They get it away. Matchell is ready and catches it on the fly at the 22-yard line. Across the 30 and out to the 37-yard line. So a nice return for the Eagles, and they'll take over. 1st and 10 to go from their own 37-yard line. And the offense has been clicking. Can they continue it here? Still time left. 5 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the game. 21-12 to score. Colby trails. But again, they have moved it at will here in the second half. And after that big run that they had on the previous drive by Pieper, that really has sparked this offense. Matchell the pass, has time, fires deep over the middle of the field looking for Ben Matchell. It's a jump ball. He caught it. Ben Matchell came up. No, they're saying incomplete. Oh, incomplete. Looked like he had it there, but must have came loose as he came to the ground. It was underthrown, but Ben made a great adjustment to come back for that one. There is a penalty flag down for roughing the passer. Penalty flag for roughing the passer. And so Colby's going to get a first down out of this. That is was a 2nd or 3rd roughing the passer tonight on Concordia. And actually, you look at the you look at Concordia. They haven't been a heavily penalized team on the season, but man, they have been tonight. Eagles are going to get the football with that penalty just inside Concordia territory with the nose of the football across the 50-yard line.
And on that last play, Josh throws a ball up. It's a little underthrown, but that gives Brady and Ben both time to come underneath of it, and maybe that's what knocked it out.
Holzmeister in motion. They try to give it to him. He avoids the first defender through, but then is brought down by Gage Canfield. That's a loss of about 4 on the play. Took a little too long to develop that time.
Yeah, real slow developing play, trying to stretch it out to the outside. The Concordia brings in the outside backer on an automatic blitz there.
We have an official timeout here.
Official timeout.
Working on the helmet of Brady Holzmeister.
But just nothing doing for Brady. He spins away, gets away from one guy. Just too many white shirts in his face, and just dropped down in the backfield.
4:31 and counting to go in this ball game. Colby down 21-12. Eagles have got to hustle here. They head to the line of scrimmage. Austin Russ to the left side. Ben Matchell in motion from left to right. Josh Matchell gets the snap rolling to his right. Throws it to Ben in the flats. Makes the catch. He's hit immediately. Gain of about 3 on the play. The shot was right to the head of Ben Matchell.
And they're coming hot on the outside anytime Josh is going to roll out. He's had some success tonight rolling out. Might have to start doing a little pocket passing with him.
3rd down and 12 to go. Colby will head to the line of scrimmage. Alex Young, split left for the Eagles. Russ to the right, slot backs to both sides for Colby. Josh, just a quarterback keeper, takes it up the middle, gets a screen from the official, takes it out to the left side, good block from Ben Matchell. Josh out of bounds at about the 31-yard line, and another first down for the Eagles deep into Concordia territory. Great play call.
Great play call. Concordia drops 7, rushes 4. Josh reads it. He just steps up, makes a great cut across the field, picking up big yardage, picks up a big block from Alex Young, the wide receiver on this side, sitting on his hitch route, comes inside, makes a good block on a safety on a pursuit route, and Josh is able to pick up 10 more yards.
Austin Russ to the right side. In fact, 3 receivers to the right. Josh rolling that direction, throws and completes to Holzmeister, who's hit immediately. Now he dropped the football. Incomplete. Stops the clock going 3:26.
Yeah, that's not a bad drop.
Incompletion, 2nd down, Ben.
And you can see Concordia's playing well off the receivers, but once the ball's in the air, they're closing hard and fast. And saying, I'll let you catch it, but I'm only going to let you catch it for a couple yards. What that does do, though, is if you can bring that in, if you can make that first guy miss, you've got a lot of room.
Yeah.
Because he's out of the play. So here we go. Took a little time getting that play in. 8 seconds as we head to the line of scrimmage on the play clock. Josh gets the snap. Looking deep down the left side for Ben. It's underthrown, but Ben comes back. This time he pulls it in inside the 10. All the way down to the 7-yard line. 1st and 10 to go for the Eagles. They're threatening again.
And a great job. A little underthrown. I mean, it's tough to... It's a long one, yeah. It's a long throw for Josh. Gets out there. Ben makes a great move coming back on the ball and goes up and grabs it at its highest point, out jumping the defenders who take a bad angle on the ball. Ben comes down with it inside the 10.
Ben and Matchell in motion from left to right. Josh in trouble. Looking. Throwing. Has a man. Oh, incomplete. Had a man in the back of the end zone. That was Austin Russ, the intended receiver. A little too far in front of him. Josh did take a shot at the end of that play, but he's okay and will stay up.
And again, a great play by Josh, keeping the play extended with his legs, and a great second reaction play by Austin Russ. Breaking to the side where Josh is coming back to. He finds the back of the end zone where it's the toughest place for a defender to defend you at. Just missing the hair wide.
2nd and goal to go for the Eagles. About the 8-yard line. Austin Russ and Holzmeister to the right side. Josh Matchell also to the right in the slot. Alex Young to the left. And this is just going to be a quarterback keeper. Matchell diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Colby. Matchell takes it in from 8 yards out. 21-18 the score. The Eagles are right back in this one.
A great play by Josh, gosh darn it. He sees the right side, the far side of the field covered, completely covered, turns back to his left. The defensive backs are to him, so he just pulls it down, runs for the corner of the end zone, just sneaks in, giving the Eagles 6 points.
And now, going to go for 2 here for Colby. A lot of that's not going to matter, and I really would... An extra point is not a bad thing here.
No,
because that allows you to get the win.
You get a point, yeah.
If for a field goal. They're going to go for 2. Josh rolling to his right side, throwing. It is incomplete. Well, not going to get that one. Josh with his momentum, it carried him clear back to the 22-yard line and out of bounds because he was trying to outrun the defenders coming after him. Tell you what, welcome back, Josh Manchel.
Yeah.
He does not look even the slightest bit rusty tonight. Took a couple of plays to get going, and then the Eagles offense has been on all cylinders here in the second half. 21-18 is the score. Colby down just 3 in this first game of district play. The situation, though, is 3 minutes and 1 second to go. In this game, you have to get the football back. And you have to do it fairly quickly.
You have to do it fast. Yeah, we have 3 timeouts. You want to try and save those for offense.
To an extent.
Right, as much as you can.
As much as you can. You got to get it stopped, too.
Yes.
So Hand's team is out there. I see Russ. I see Ben Matchell. I see Holzmeister. I see Whitfield. All on the left side of the field. What does that indicate? We're going to kick it deep. Yeah.
They're going to squib.
Austin Hart going to try the onside kick. The Hands team's out there for both teams. The kick, the bouncy, it's going to go out of bounds. Now, you got some options if you're Concordia, and I like this one because a lot of times you can make them re-kick.
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that. You don't take any chance of them getting that onside, so you're just going to take the yardage. And that's what the White Hat is discussing right now. If you're Colby, you really need a 3 and out here. Again, they have a couple of options. They can make Colby re-kick it. Or they can decline the penalty outright and take it where it went out of bounds. And that's what they did.
Yeah.
Because it is good field position. They're looking for the football. It's over here on the hash mark. On the left side. Here we go. The Eagle fans stomping their feet, clapping their hands, making some noise. The officials discussing things here. They blow the ball ready for play. Colby to the line of scrimmage. Concordia set up offensively. Bouchard under center gets the snap. Hands it off. No, keeps it. Colby this time there. Penalty flag is down. They got him stopped for a gain of about 2 on the play. 2:42 on the clock. At the end of that one, this may be a hold on Concordia. It is. And these are tough. Here's the situation. It's tough decisions because, yeah, you want to drive them back further because you want that field position later, and you want to make sure you get them stopped 3 and out. But
you're going to waste time.
You're taking time off the clock in the process. Now the clock is stopped with the penalty, so they will take it. I mean, you have to here because you want to ensure that you get the 3 and out.
Absolutely.
And Concordia doesn't want to throw the football under any circumstances right now.
No.
Clock running, 2:37 to go. Play clock at 13 as they break the huddle. 2:27 to go. Man in motion for Concordia. Handoff on the left side. Hake. He's loose. Oh, no. Hake loose on the left side. He's going to take it all the way to the end zone. Drake Hake with a 69-yard dagger.
69 yards.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Concordia. Colby bringing everybody, trying to stop it. He got past that initial surge, and there was nobody back. 69-yard dagger by Drake Hake. And now Colby will try to get a block here on this extra point. Not over yet. Still time to work with before the Eagles. Kick is up. It is good. 27-18 the score. We're going to take a quick break. Back with more for this word from our sponsors at 100.3 The Ride.
The Eagles soar back to your radio after this.
Physical ailments and injuries are a red light on the road of life. Tina Harris Physical Therapy can turn those painful red lights green, allowing you to move forward with life. Free screenings for pain and injury, sports medicine, hand therapy, post-surgery therapy, all offered by Tina Harris Physical Therapy. And this is just a small sampling of the services they offer. If it has to do with bringing you back to health and enjoying normal everyday life, chances are Tina Harris Physical Therapy can help. And they work with most insurance companies. Turn painful red lights back to green with Tina Harris Physical Therapy on Franklin in downtown Colby.
Farm Credit Western Kansas and Colby has once again returned $2.5 million of patronage to its members. In just the past 10 years alone, we have put nearly $20 million back into the area economy. At Farm Credit, we're proud to be the area's leading ag lender, taking an active interest in the success of our borrower owners. If you're involved in agriculture and not a Farm Credit member, why not? Call us at 1-800-657-6048 to find out the difference it makes being an owner. Farm Credit Western Kansas, financing ag for generations.
Now, with more of the Eagles on radio, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wheeland.
Welcome back. A little squib kick picked up by the Eagles, and not a bad little return on that one for Colby. Good field position for the Eagles as they start this drive.
Andrew Voss picks up the kick, return, runs it up the middle of the field, gets what he can, gets it out to the 40.
It's Curry on the return, Brooks Curry. I got that one. Right, which new faces out there on the special teams. Here we go, Colby with it in the 2-minute drill. Josh Matchell hit as he throws, looking on the left side for Ben, who just and can't quite make the play. He was hit from behind, but the receiver was going up for the ball as well. So they're not going to call a penalty on that one. And you know, Josh is just kind of throwing it up in the area of Ben and letting him go get the football, which is, you know, Ben's not like a Calvin Johnson, big, tall type, but he's so good at getting his body in the right position and having that inside leverage to go make the play. Matchell back to pass again. This is a little screen set up over the middle, caught this time by Pieper. Pieper with some blockers in front of him, powering his way inside the 40-yard line down to the 38.
We'll take a timeout here.
I don't know. They have a spike, and I think it's going to stop while they set the chains. So you'll have time to hustle up there and immediately spike the football. Or maybe run the play if they've got it in time. Still waiting on the ball is blown ready for play. We'll run a play. Matchell gets the snap, looking to his right side. Steps up. Now left side. Fires the ball, looking for Ben Matchell. Oh! Looked like he had his foot down. Yeah, he only needs one down in high school. I thought he had that there on the sideline.
Great effort. Great catch by Ben.
Yeah, he did a very clean catch. That part wasn't the question on that. It was whether he got his foot down in bounds or not. The official says no. 2nd and 10 to go for Colby. That does stop the clock, though. Ball on the 40-yard line. Holzmeister in motion across the formation. Josh Matchell fires, intercepted. Intercepted by Concordia. They're going to take it around the outside. A big return on this interception. Pieper saves the touchdown, but that one intercepted by Gilbert Garcia. And that could be the finishing statement on this ball game tonight. 1:23 to go, but again, Colby still has timeouts here. But it is a 2-possession game, and that's the hard part about this. Concordia. With 1:23 to go, we'll head to the line of scrimmage. Colby looking for a turnover here. Nothing less, really. Stop them, get the turnover. Play center with Bouchard under center. Hands it off, Crum on the carry, up the middle. He's going to get a few. Clock on it at 1:13.
Eagles tackle, Ben Matchell. 2-yard gain, 2nd down 7.
And spot the ball ready for play with 1:05. Actually, a minute.
Timeout.
Colby takes a timeout there. And one of those that probably should have taken that. They could have taken that. It lost probably 10 seconds.
Yeah.
On that. Second down, 7 to go for Concordia. They're not concerned much about yardage at this point. They just want to move the ball forward and keep that clock rolling. Now, what they do want to get is a first down. One first down on this.
And they can go to victory.
Yeah. Colby would not be able to keep them from running it out, and barring a turnover, the game would be over. Win-lose on this one. You got to love the effort these youngsters have put in this second half. And I think they can build off of that here in the next 2 weeks on some very winnable football games in district play, and still the opportunity to move on to the postseason. Unfortunately, when this district faces up, that postseason game's probably going to be in Holcomb. Second down, 7 to go. Pitch goes on the right side to Hake. He's stopped immediately. No gain. Maybe, well, give him a couple on the play. And an immediate timeout taken by the Eagles. 52 seconds to go. And I think Colby, do they have one remaining, or is that the last timeout?
I don't know. That might have been number 3.
Coach Gardner discuss things here with his kids. Trying to keep his team fired up here. You don't see any heads hanging low on the sideline, that's for sure. Colby was down in this ball game 21-0 and had it to 21-18 for that big play by Concordia with the long touchdown run. And really on this game, you have a 66, a 79, and a 69-yard touchdown run, all by Hake. Outside of that, Colby wins. 3 big plays, the difference tonight. 52 seconds yet on the clock. Third down, 4 to go for Concordia. Ball on the Colby 36-yard line. Ethan Bouchard, the junior quarterback, under center. It's a snap pitch play on the left side. This is Hake. He is brought down short of the first down.
Ball carried by Drake Hake. Colby tackle for Dante Newfield.
So we'll see where they spot this. It's going to be short. And it's going to be quite a bit short, actually. About 3 yards yet to go. 4th and 3.
First down. 4th down and 2.
And now,
and we'll see if Concordia plans on running the play or just doing a hard count.
and it looked like he knocked him out of bounds, too, to stop the clock. Or they've just not ball. Yeah. So there's a huge, it's like an extra timeout for Colby. Big play here for the Eagles. Chance to get the football back with a little time to work with. Handoff right side, Hake hit and stopped. That will stop the clock as well. With a turnover on downs, 40 seconds. Oh, a penalty flag has just come in. Now, here's another one. 2 flags have come in, and when they are thrown like that, they are usually bad. Because it's after the play, it's not going to matter, even if it's on Colby, it's Colby's football. It's already determined by the turnover on downs. Unsportsmanlike against Concordia. I think both flags are that way. And they may be removing a player. So that's going to give Colby an extra 15 yards here. Now here's the thing you still got to look at. It's a 10-point game right now. If you can get another score, even if you can't win the game, you can get that point spread back in the, right now we're at a -10, down 28-18, but if you can get that to a 2 or 3, that's really going to help you into tie-breaking situations. So another one. So you got 2 different unsportsmanlike. That ends up being a 30 yards in penalties after that play. So, and there's an ejection with that, and that's what they're dealing with. They're making the player for Concordia has been ejected, and that's what they're discussing here on the sideline with the Concordia coach. Here we go. Colby's going to end up with the football at their own 35. 40 seconds to work with. Josh Matchell gets the snap. Quick pass on the outside, incomplete, looking for Holzmeister. Going to the sideline. Stops the clock, 38 seconds, just 2 seconds off the clock.
Holzmeister running just a little quick hitter from his inside receiver position. A speed out. Brady just out the edge of his fingertips.
And you're looking for things toward the sideline here. Josh Matchell gets the snap. He's going to run it himself right up the middle. Now cuts it out to the outside. He's going to be hit and brought down. Gain of about 5. Gotta hurry. 28 seconds. Gotta hurry. Clock was still running. That's the coaches up there saying we had that immediate timeout. They may have to add some time to this. Should be another 2 or 3 seconds left. Or added to the clock, I should say. Because he did not get it stopped quickly up here. And that's what the white hat is discussing here. They're putting some time on the clock. 29 seconds, so 2 seconds added to the clock. Third down for Colby. Forget that. Doesn't matter at this point. You got to get down the field.
Yeah, you got 29 seconds and 30 yards to go. You got to run. What Coach Sims in the huddle talking about? He's talking about the throws he wants Josh to make. Now, unfortunately, they're probably going to be the most dangerous throws on the field for a quarterback because he's talking about the deep outs in the corners or the ball's in the air for such a long time that gives the time for the defensive backs to drive on the ball.
One thing you can think about, too, the clock stops while they set the chain. So if you can get a first down, hustle up and spike it, you got some time to work with still. 2 receivers to the left side for Colby. Russ to the right side. Josh gets the snap. Penalty flag down. Whoa, we cannot have these for Colby.
Illegal procedure, Colby.
Movement there at the line. 5-yard penalty. Now, they took a second. A second came off the clock, but that play is a prior to the snap of the football, so it should still say 29 seconds. And they get that changed. Here's the snap. Matchell looking to the left side. Almost intercepted. Looking for Ben Matchell on the left sideline, and Zachary Kyle cuts in front and cuts that one off before it gets there. Matchell was open. He had a chance to get some yards out of that and would have been able to get out of bounds had he been able to pull it in. That was kind of an all-or-nothing play by Kyle.
Right, and that's what we were talking about, that deep out, this dangerous throw. Gives time for that defensive back to drive on the ball. Ben run that deep out from his middle receiver, that trips position near side of the field.
4th and 10, big play for Colby. Pass completed on the right side. But Austin Russ pulls it in. He's not going to get the first down. And that's going to turn it back over to Concordia with 18 seconds to go. They'll be able to take a knee and end this ball game. Valiant effort for the Eagles tonight. Valiant effort. They're going to come up 10 points short after being down 21-0 in this game. We had it to 21-18. But we're unable to finish the comeback. Great job by Concordia. They fought hard in this one, too. Hanging in there. Big play is the difference tonight. As they get into the victory formation, Bouchard will put his right knee to the grass, and time will run out in this one. Great game tonight by the Colby Eagles. Good way to start district play. They're not going to get the win, but we're going to go home with nothing to hang their heads about here tonight. They will go to 0-1 in district play and minus 10 on the point spread. Again, Goodland losing tonight at home to next week's opponent for Colby in Clay Center by 1 point, 14-13. Let's take a break, get back, get things started here with our postgame show. Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. It starts after this word from our sponsors. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio and Colby football on 100.3 The Ride.
Farmers and Merchants Bank brings you tonight's postgame show on 100.3 The Ride. Farmers and Merchants Bank has been part of the community for over 100 years. They make banking easy and convenient for you with both online and mobile banking. They have the main bank downtown and, of course, the Dillon's location that is open extended days and hours to better serve you. We'll run through the highlights and recap the game after this. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
Hello, this is J.L. Evans, President of Western State Bank of Colby. We're a full-service bank with innovative products that you expect from your financial institution. We specialize in excellent customer service and competitive ag, commercial, and home loans. Check us out by calling, stopping by, or I will gladly come to your farm or place of business for your convenience. We're located just southeast of the Colby Walmart, right next door to the utterly delicious yogurt shop. Western State Bank of Colby with bank locations throughout western Kansas. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
The High Plains Co-op has always prided itself on their customer service. With the fall harvest upon us, the staff at High Plains Co-op is ready to help you store and market your grain. With elevators in Dresden, Jim, Grainfield, Halford, Hoxie, Levant, Park, and Selden, and their office and filling station in Colby, the High Plains Co-op has a location close to you, which will help keep you in the fields and the combines moving. The High Plains Co-op wishes you a safe and prosperous fall harvest, and they want you to know that their professional staff is ready to help you get the most out of all of your hard work.
Kansas City Chiefs football is on 100.3 The Ride. Catch all the action each week with Mitch Holtis and Hall of Famer Len Dawson. Kansas City is back on the West Coast Sunday against conference foe San Diego. Kickoff at 3 Central. Chiefs football on 100.3 The Ride is brought to you by H&R Block, the Great Outdoors Gun Shop, Jack's Automotive and 24-hour towing, Pioneer Feed Yard and Hoxie Feed Yard, the Buckhorn Restaurant at Mitten's TA, Larry and Dinah Dinkle of Mitten Trucking, Logan County Implement, Fitz Meat Market, the Bottle Gallery, and Farm Credit of Western Kansas.
Welcome back to the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show on 100.3 The Ride. With the game recap and highlights, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Wieland.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. The Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. Tough one tonight for the Eagles. First round of district play at home against 4-2 Concordia. And just a tremendous effort in the second half of this ball game for Colby. And it really started in the second quarter. But, Thomas, we've talked about it. It's that sluggish start. What the correct adjective would be for Colby, because they're not bad defensively, but it's just kind of they're not in sync at the start of the ball game. It takes them a while to get a flow going to their offense. Once they do, they're phenomenal to watch, but they just couldn't get it early in this game, and Concordia was able to take advantage of that and get some early points and get up on Colby early, and then we got into rhythm and played well.
Yeah, I mean, we just through the first half, really. I know we got rolling there in the second half on offensively at the very end there, and almost with a little more time we would have scored, but they just we're hitting on all cylinders in the first half, come out in the third, made some tremendous adjustments in the locker room at halftime, come out and just really clicked offensively, defensively, shut them down, forced some turnovers tonight, and just really came up with some big, timely plays when they needed them.
But you got to take a lot of the positives out of this ball game, as we've talked about, and what it sets up for next week. If we can carry that momentum we had in the second half of this game into Clay Center, that's the tough part. Again, it's a long, long road trip, 4 to 5 hours on the road here for the Eagles next week on that one. But again, a good effort there. We're going to run through scoring in this ball game. For the team, let's run through the summary here. Concordia got on the board first, and with 21 seconds to go in the opening quarter on a 66-yard touchdown run by Drake Hake. The extra point was good, 7-0 to score. Then Concordia gets their second touchdown of the game just into the second quarter with 9:10 to go on a 79-yard run, again by Drake Hake. Bouchard under center gets the snap. Hands it off on the right side. Hake breaks tackles. He's loose again. Drake Hake had a 66-yarder earlier. This one's going to be 79 yards for the touchdown. The extra point was good, 14-0. Then with 4:57 to go in the second quarter, Concordia gets their third touchdown of the day. This one on the 24-yard touchdown pass from Ethan Bouchard to Ian Nordell. One receiver to the left. This time, I formation behind Bouchard, who gets the snap, fakes a handoff, and he's got a screen that's well set up. Caught on the right side, and this one is going to go for 6. Touchdown, Concordia, in a 24-yard play. Nordell into the end zone, 21-0. That was our halftime score. We moved to the third quarter. Colby gets the football, and they get a huge, huge play on a nice run by Matthew Pieper. Up the middle and breaking tackles. It's Pieper. He's loose at the 40, the 30, the 20. Can he keep it? The 10. He's got a play on his back. Did he get in? No. They're going to spot him down at the 1-yard line. We'll keep that play bad, but a great one for the Eagles. Gets them down actually to the 3-yard line is where they ended up spotting that. 2 plays later, the drive capped off. First touchdown of the day by Colby on a 1-yard run by Josh Matchell. Under center, going to keep it himself on the right side. Touchdown! There, extra point. This was a huge factor in this game. Extra point was blocked. 21-6 the score. Colby then comes right back with 8:41 to go in the fourth quarter of the ball game. They cap off another good drive with a 2-yard touchdown pass from Matchell to Matchell. Not there. Josh Matchell scrambling. Going to turn back to the left side. Gets around the corner. Looks, throws, has a man. Caught! A diving catch in the back of the end zone! Brought in by Ben Matchell from his brother Josh. A good pass and a great play. Colby down 21-12. Didn't get the extra point. The 2-point conversion attempt did not get in there. The Eagles then get a third touchdown in the ball game to make the score 21-18. Josh Matchell also to the right in the slot. Alex Young to the left. And this is just going to be a quarterback keeper. Matchell diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Colby. Matchell takes it in from 8 yards out. Touchdown run by Matchell. 2-point conversion attempt, no good. 21-18 was the score at that point in time. But Concordia gets the ball back. Colby gets a couple of stops. Looks like they're going to get him on a third down, but Drake Hake strikes again. Third touchdown of the day, over 60 yards. This one, 69-yard run. Concordia, handoff on the left side. Hake, he's loose. Oh, no, Hake loose on the left side. He's going to take it all the way to the end zone. 69-yard dagger. 28-18, our final score tonight. Concordia gets the win. Colby goes to 0-1 in district play, -10 on the point spread for the tiebreakers. And again, Concordia goes to 1-0 with +10 on the tiebreaker side of things. The other game tonight, again, Goodland losing in the other district game tonight, 14-13 to Clay Center. Cowboys missed a 19-yard field goal as time expired, so they are 0-1 and -1 on the point spread. And again, Clay Center, our opponent next week, 1-0 in district play. We'll take a break. The head coach of the Colby Eagles will join us, Chris Gardner, coming up after a word from our sponsors. You are listening to the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show and the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Coach Chris Gardner will join us with his thoughts on tonight's game when the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show continues. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
This time of the year can get a little stressful on your finances. If you're in the need for any type of loan, come in and talk to their local grown loan officers at the People's State Bank. They live in this area, so they know this area. They pride themselves on getting you the fastest response possible. Since most of them have been in business or have come off the farm, they really do know the local ag economy. They want to take this time and thank you for your patronage at the People's State Bank with locations in Colby, Oakley, Hoxie, Goodland, and McDonald. The People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Unlimited data is back at NextTech Wireless. For only $60 per line, you'll receive unlimited talk, text, and data. There are no extra fees. It's that simple. $60 for unlimited everything. Plus, NextTech Wireless has all the newest phones you want. Make the switch to NextTech Wireless now because unlimited data is back, but only for a limited time. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details. Get your unlimited everything plan today, only at NextTech Wireless.
With a successful season under his belt, quarterback Jake Waters returns as the main man in the backfield.
Jake will quarterback sneak into the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Behind legendary head coach Bill Snyder, the Cats look to tear up the Big 12. Catch all of the action right here on the K-State Sports Network.
Wildcat football on 100.3 The Ride is brought to you in part by Armstorff & Company, Kansas Insurance, Bill's Shoot and Shop, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, and Logan County Implement.
This is the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show on 100.3 The Ride. With the coach, here's Chad Jones.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. The Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride, joined by the head coach of the Colby Eagles, Chris Gardner, and Coach, tale of two halves.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of been the thing with the kids, really getting them out of the gates have been tough. And it was again that tonight. Second half, it was a really fun football team to watch play. Man, was it clicking.
Yeah, when we play at a high level, I told the kids down there that, you know, we tell us when you guys play at a high level, there's not a team out there that you can't play with or that, you know, can play with you at points. It's just coming out and playing at that high level for 4 quarters, and you know, you can't give a team, I don't care who you're playing, you can't give spot a team 21 points. You know, I mean, here's the deal. These kids, you know, we have our saying with pride, and the R is resilience, and these guys are resilient, and the E is effort, and they give great effort, and they do a good job. Now it's just getting to put 4 quarters on that, you know.
And I know it's a loss, but I think the way you played in that second half has to be a huge momentum thing if they can build off of that, because I think they're going to see that, especially when they get into video, and how darn good they were at points in the second half.
That's right, yeah, and that's what, you know, geez, it was almost like you were down there with me, Chad. You know, because that's what I said. If you can build from these 2 quarters, you know, and understand that, okay, let's put 4 quarters together. So let's put these 2 quarters tonight, and let's go put the first 2 quarters like this at Concordia, and then let's build from those 4 quarters and put 6 together. I mean, if we can put that run together and understand that, well, when Friday night we step on the field, we play like this, you know, we're excited at a high level. We're a good football team, and we are a good football team. You know, I told them, too, we're probably one of the better 1-6 teams out there, you know. You know, and so, but the thing is it's got to be 4 quarters.
Yeah, and, you know, next week, a tough part of things, again, now you get this a short bus trip, 4 hours, something like that, up to Clay Center, a team that got a late win over Goodland tonight, 1-point win. I guess the Cowboys missed a 19-yard field goal as time expired. So a team that's coming off of a win, but a team that's, again, if your kids come out and put 4 quarters together, a good chance to leave that road trip and make a nice, happy bus ride home.
That's right. And, you know, we got to understand we can't, worry about the bus ride. We just got to get on the field and go, and just, you know, understand that we got to get on the field at a high pace and a high level. And these kids are going. They're going, but they've got to understand what it takes to play 4 quarters on it. And they're getting there.
Let's talk. One thing I want to mention quickly is Josh Matchell tonight, coming off 2 weeks out with concussion, and comes out one of the first plays he has in the game, a pass on that left side, has a kid breathing down his throat, knows he's going to take a hit, still steps in and throws it, and then he just played a tremendous game after that, I thought, tonight, and showed a lot of heart and courage from a young man coming off of injury and not being afraid, just going out and playing hard.
Yeah, that's right. And then he was one of those kids, like he said, I'm available, and we told him you're going to get 1 series at least in the first half. You know, we're going to give you 1 series in the first half, and we'll go from there. And Brady was doing a good job, but it's just a different spark when Josh comes in and we move Brady to a running back then, and all of a sudden you've got 3 weapons out there instead of a couple. And so, it was so fun to see Josh running and Josh playing football again. I know he came off that one play that he threw to Ben in a touchdown, and he was getting stretched, and I walked over and I said, have you missed this? And he goes, yeah, Coach, I have. I said, well, I missed you. Okay, I've missed you. So it was just good to see him out there playing football.
Yeah, it really was, and playing football well.
Yes, yeah.
Too. So, Coach, again, a tough loss tonight, but a game with so many positives in it that are going to build you into next week. And district's, postseason is not out of reach at all.
No.
2 games to go and 2 chances to extend your season, and we look forward to the first one next week with Clay Center.
Great. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Coach Chris Gardner of the Colby Eagles will be back with more after this word from our sponsors on 100.3 The Ride.
When the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show returns, we will name the Ram Tough Player of the Game and get you set up for next week. You're listening to the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride.
This time of the year can get a little stressful on your finances. If you're in the need for any type of loan, come in and talk to their local grown loan officers at the People's State Bank. They live in this area, so they know this area. They pride themselves on getting you the fastest response possible. Since most of them have been in business or have come off the farm, they really do know the local ag economy. They want to take this time and thank you for your patronage at the People's State Bank with locations in Colby, Oakley, Hoxie, Goodland, and McDonald. The People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Let Jay add pride to your ride at Motortown LLC of Colby. Always a fine selection of late model vehicles on the lot, including pickups, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, long box, short box, regular cabs, crew cabs, and many makes and models. You'll find sports cars, convertibles, luxury cars, vans, and of course the popular SUVs. Truly a great inventory to choose from, and as always they're willing to pay you well for your trade. That Motortown LLC located at 1275 West 4th Street in Colby or Ellis, Kansas. Go online to motortownllc.com.
I say you should see what they have by GE just for thee at GWT. Yes, name brand GE appliances on the showroom floor right now at Great Western Tire, Colby. Washer and dryer sets by GE. Refrigerators, ranges, microwaves, and GE dishwashers. Of course, they have installation and delivery available at Great Western Tire of Colby and Great Western Tire of Oakley, your GE appliance dealer.
This is the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show and the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride. It's time to name the Ram Tough Player of the Game. Brought to you by Colby Dodge, where they have a great selection of those Ram Tough trucks on the lot, plus a bunch of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Colby Dodge also has great sales, parts, and service departments. With the Ram Tough Player of the Game, here's Chad Jones and Thomas Whelan.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride, Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. And time for our Ram Tough Player of the Game tonight for Colby. We talked about it. A lot of kids played hard tonight, especially in the second half of this one, but tough.